Going live. Live.
Are we live?
I think we're live.
I can feel breath entering my lungs.
Yeah.
You did? Okay.
Yep. It's working. I'm alive. And warm by the fire. Fire is very warm.
I can burp.
Yeah.
That was a wimpy burp, but we're alive.
We are.
Hello, Tim.
Tim Thomas.
Tim was the first one here. It's good to see you, man.
Zach Thong is out there. Hello, Zach. Preston Smith's music.
Mr. Preston. Hello. Commercial hit me first. Nice.
Who got the commercial? Preston?
Preston got the commercial. Did you make a commercial? Did I make? Oh, okay. I don't know what commercial hit you. What commercial? Was it on NBC?
Was it for Yoo-hoo or maybe a moon pie?
Oh boy. Well, how's the fire?
The fire's warm. I'm comfortable by the fire.
You know, it's nice. I think it was for travel. There you go. Well, you know, we got the fire going in here, and the window cracked because the weather here has been so beautifully warm that
it's like summertime.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. You can go outside in a t-shirt tonight and almost not need a jacket.
Yeah, almost. Well, right now you need a jacket, but during the day, nah. You can go out there. Tim Thomas got a Nordic Track commercial.
Yeah. Well, you know, I do monetize my videos because I'll never make any money on YouTube, but everybody else does it. So, yeah, well, not everybody, but most people do. And I hope that I hit that $100 mark by the end of the year so that I can actually get paid. I think you have to make $100.
You do have to make $100. You know, you haven't made $100 yet?
No.
Oh man, you need more committed viewers that are mentally handicapped like mine, bro. Because I got $131, my first payment ever this month or last month.
Well, I can't.
And that's because people are members of my channel. 100. That was 3 months of revenue.
Good grief. Yeah, I don't have very many members. Preston's a member, and I think that's
Mark Tanner. Welcome, brother.
Yeah, and that's cool. I do have a few members, and I've done a few member-only videos.
Yeah, see, you're doing better than I haven't done any. I haven't done any members only.
Right. Well, I just did a little like a short video.
Yeah, I watched the promo. That was pretty good. Yeah. Little what's my life update or
yeah. It was about Christmas week, having a Monday off of work, I think.
Hey, GB's out there again. Wow. Look at that. Hello, my friend. Another fellow Oregonian.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bless you, Vanzini, for being here, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shall we expose the mess that we made?
I suppose so. It's as good a time as any.
Yeah,
I don't know. Did you put away the porn?
The porn's put away and the hookers went home.
Okay, good. We should be set then. We should be able to be seen by the general public.
All right. Well,
no children though. This isn't made for kids.
No. If you have kids present, please excuse them from the room.
If you're childlike, then that's up to you. But. Hello, everybody. Good to see you.
How's everybody doing tonight? Mark, welcome, brother. It's good to see you. And again, great Vanzini and Preston. Thank you for being here. It's not terribly often, I don't think, that two people that are friends on YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff actually get together
to do stuff. Yeah. So I've been here for 3 days.
3 days
tomorrow will be
now.
my 4th day, but I'm heading home tomorrow.
Finally.
God. Mooch is gonna go home.
Man, we've eaten some pretty damn good food.
Oh yeah.
We've had to play guitar together. I've had to play guitar with him.
Yeah, but he keeps teaching me shit. That's hard.
Yeah. And I just keep drinking enough that we're at the same level.
That means he's drinking a lot.
Right,
If Marshall's at my level, he needs to
wasted.
slow down.
That is totally a lie. That is totally a lie.
Hey,
look.
Quentin James.
Yeah, no
Look at
shit.
that. Quentin
Dude.
fucking James.
What's
Good
happening?
to see you, brother. And I know I'm not looking right at you guys, but I'm looking up there at your chat. So don't be offended that I'm not looking at you.
Yeah. In fact, what I'm going to do, let me change this. Let me do this.
We're going to do something weird. Oh, look out.
Here we
Look
go.
out.
We're going to do
Well,
that.
that'll work.
Yeah.
That could work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, I am, man. Yeah, and it's interesting that you bring that up, Quentin. Dude, and I really appreciate you being here. You do some fun shit, and I can't say enough about it.
Yeah.
Enjoying your broadcasts when you go live, especially when you're just playing and acoustic or electric.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
And I have a really great time flipping you shit. So, because I think, exactly. Yeah, and I think we actually kind of met when you put up the lefty, the lefty guitar. Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
So, Quentin, I got to tell you, man, and this just, if you don't know what happened, I strung up a left-handed guitar backwards, literally put the low E on the high E string, and I was just stringing it up. So I'm stringing up Richard's guitar, and he can do it himself, right? But he's like, it's been a year.
Yeah.
It's been a year since I don't think I put strings on it since you put them on last time. Whatever the case was.
Whatever it was.
So I'm stringing up his guitar, this one.
Yep.
And,
Ruby. It's really Ruby, see?
I'm sitting on my lap. I don't know, maybe that. And dude, I put the strings in fucking backwards.
Flipped it over and went,
wait a minute.
Oh, shit.
So, and that was after 16 or 17 beers.
Something like that. And then it got even more fun because you put them through, and these two right here are very, very misbehaved. The two saddles right here for the low E, and they flipped sideways on him when he was trying to put the string through on the second go around. And he had to pull him back through, and it was a rough restring for Marshall.
Yeah, I was like, man, I'm used to doing that on my bench. Even my own guitar, I usually take them.
Doing it on his lap is a little bit different.
Yeah. So we had a fun day yesterday. It was really it was pretty relaxing, but kind of busy.
Yeah, I mean, we had a chill day. The concert was great, the show was great. I guess it's a concert.
It was a concert, man. There
were lights and people dancing and cheering, and I mean, there were women.
Loud.
Some of you that saw you watched the video, you saw some of those women, and you saw some of those men too. But
there was a guy there.
What was I talking about?
Yeah, I forget the concert.
Oh yeah, it was good.
So,
it was a good concert.
Yep, we spent a lot of the day yesterday just I was getting all the stuff together that I had to take to try and get the recording done and get my amp and my gear and all my shit loaded up for the gig and all that. So
let me tell you, for those of you that may not know, it's process.
Whew.
It's process.
Yeah, you get paid for getting all the shit together and getting all it loaded up, and then you set it up, and then you drive, and then you play for free, and then you load your gear up. But we all, that's always been a musical. Everybody knows that. I think Quentin, I know you must have played in cover bands. I don't know if you still. I don't know if you still play in a band at this point. Are you doing live shows? I don't know if you're still here, but are you still playing in a live band? It would be cool to know that. Because I love playing live. I mean, there's nothing. I won't stop.
Yeah.
until I cannot do it anymore.
Yeah. The live lull is over, so now we can see. This has been a great time for me. I got bonus 2 shows to go to this weekend. They did a show Friday, which was fun. I learned a lot on that one, and then we learned more on the second one. But just being able to go to the shows was fun, and hanging with you was just fantastic. This has been a really fun time.
Yeah, it was a fun night last night, and it was cool that I think the only thing that could have made last night any better was that if we didn't have like 8 different technical difficulties.
Switches that moved that no one realized that we thought were cables. And then you had the speaker thing, the guitar thing,
the guitar thing, and then the wireless thing. And then it was amazing. Last night was really...
you didn't see all those. You saw a couple of the pauses where they were doing stuff, but you didn't see all the ins and outs.
You guys, man, it was. We normally do not have nights like that. Usually our shows go off without a hitch. We all plug in and it just works and everything goes and last night was really monumentally strange to have that much stuff go wrong. But none of us lost our cool. We all kept our heads about ourselves. We fixed what was wrong, and the show went on.
Yeah.
I had to play without half of my pedal board for the first set, which means I didn't have a tube screamer, which really pissed me off. But I smiled and played. It's like, ow. I was so missing my tube screamer.
That was him smiling and playing, just in case you wondered.
So it was a real interesting night last night.
Yeah, it was fun though.
Yeah, the people that were there, everybody was so grateful for us to be playing, and the hosts, the VFW in Baker City. It's a public venue, still, and most
VFWs are private.
Yeah, you have to be a member. Of the military, retired, or
family, something like that. Yeah.
And if you aren't, you have to walk in and you have to sign the ledger, which, I got there last night and I
wasn't even a ledger out.
Yeah, they didn't have a ledger, and I went up to the Karen. And she's such a sweetheart. She was so cool.
Yeah, not Karen in the bad way. This Karen is
her name is actually Karen, and she is not a Karen. Maybe it was just...
But she is a Karen.
She is a Karen.
Okay, this is getting complicated, but she's a really nice lady. Let's just stick with that.
I walked up to her and I was like, do you guys have a ledger that I need to sign? Because I don't walk into a VFW or the Lions.
Or Elks or any of those.
I make sure to sign that thing, regardless of whether or not I'm playing there or not. It's courteous, yes. Many of them have given their lives for me to have the freedom that I enjoy and be able to play in an environment like so.
Especially with the VFW or any of the foreign posts like that, or the military posts. Type stuff. Yeah.
And I've lost a couple of family members in the military that served in the military, so I owe them that. But we had such a blast, and with all the problems we had, and I say we had problems, and maybe you watch and nobody even really noticed.
Yeah, it's just downtime mostly. I mean, you guys were at that one point. People watching video could probably see you guys all huddled around the spot. That's when your board. That was the first one. The board failed, and it wasn't the board. They just thought it was the board. It was one switch on one pedal that never gets touched.
Here's what the problem was. Just in case
such a simple thing. Pay attention.
Here's the pedal board, right? This little switch right here. In fact, let me show you. So, here's my guitar. Wait, I need a guitar. There's a guitar pick. So here's my guitar should be working now. Oh, I don't have headphones on, so I can't hear.
That you can't. Let me grab my headphones too while you're doing that.
Wow, that got loud. Right, so, my guitar works. Now my guitar doesn't work. That was entirely the problem last night, and I spent
10 minutes.
Way too much time.
It was probably a good 10 minutes of time by the time you got through everything, the initial reaction of what the hell, checking the board first, then checking your signal chain. Wow.
So that was the whole technical problem of my guitar, was that one switch. So I'm going to, and I have no reason to have that switch in the other position ever. Mm-hmm. And here's what this switch does, just so you're aware. It's a really cool effect. It gives me feedback, which is really fun to end a song with that. You know, you can end a song like that. Anyway, that was a fun one.
Yeah.
Feisty, hello.
Hello, Feisty Feather. Well, Mark, we appreciated you being there for sure. You didn't have to spend, all the people that were there, you didn't have to spend your time on New Year's Eve with us, and I appreciate many of you were there the entire night, and I thank you for that. I thank you for if you stayed there for 10 seconds and just said hello, it doesn't really matter. But the people that hung in there with us, that was cool. I think we had a total of 148 views. Yeah, I think it was 148 views as of the end of the stream, and 8 or 9 concurrent viewers with an average view time of about 40 minutes. Thank you. That's a successful stream.
Hi. Yeah, that was really fun. And, you know, the only way, I think, keep in mind that we're in the middle of almost nowhere.
Yeah.
You know, the drive between this city and where we played, there's nothing.
Not a thing.
Except for farms and then
snowflakes.
So
nice.
Having 5G reception on your data was not expected. And I think the only way that it could have been improved, and we should have done this, hindsight's always 20/20, we should have had you hook up to the Wi-Fi at the bar, and that probably...
The pedal fiasco kind of prevented that thought from happening, because that was right before the show was supposed to start.
Yep.
Yeah.
And all I can think is that I reached down to my pedal board and I stepped on the pedal or did something, and I clicked that little switch.
Mm-hmm. Or your snake cord thing could have
when I was
when you were
hooking it up, you know. And
Charlie, welcome.
Yeah. I you know, if I do this, I can almost turn it off. But I just turned it off by myself with my foot, not wanting to. So that was a very unfortunate happenstance. So that switch is quickly going to be gone from that switch.
He briefly tried to remove it today, or bypass it.
Yeah.
Not remove it, but it's that pedal is well constructed. Let's just say.
They did a good job.
It's not going to fall apart ever.
Nope.
So, do I have any volume on mine? Ooh, you can bring my headphones down just a touch.
And the guitar might be just a little bit.
My guitar is loud. I can bring my volume down a bit. That's more yours. Still
okay. Let me fix this. We're gonna play a little guitar.
We didn't do a sound check. We just went live.
Yeah, we went for it. I'm gonna bring you down.
Guitars now.
Okay.
And my effects are pretty much set the way they're gonna be. I might play with the wah at some point.
There we go.
So
what do you say we do a little bit of that first little riff that we were working on?
Yeah, let's try that first and see how that goes.
See if we can both.
There we go.
We're gonna do our best to trade a little bit. I'm gonna get my pedal board off.
Marshall's teaching me how to count. So I'm going to try and not screw the count up, because that's what usually happens.
Let me see. I'm trying to put this pedal board someplace where it's not in the way.
That's good enough. Nobody wants to see me anyway. You can put it right about here.
I'm going to zoom in. Paradise City.
No, there's no. I know like one song, and that's "Wreck of the Edmonds Fitzgerald." That's the only song I can play on guitar. I've forgotten the solo now. So yeah, that other option is not good.
Well, we're gonna tear into this thing real quick, and we both learned to count a little bit, so we're gonna wait for a drum fill, and then we're gonna start.
Right.
Right. So we're gonna do the A minor, G.
Yeah, A
F
minor,
thing.
G, F. Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. So we'll just let this groove kind of set in, and now here we go. 1, 2.
We tried.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fail a lot tonight.
Nice.
I am absolutely gonna fail a lot tonight, but I'm sitting here playing with Marshall, and that's okay. Whoops,
We haven't
turn the
done this
guitar down.
We haven't done this for a while.
No, been about a year. I mean, we did play a little bit earlier, but that turned into a guitar lesson. Imagine that. And then we went through some basic telling me that I'm an idiot, and then we went to gonna learn some new things, and it just went downhill from there. And then we started counting. I learned how to count to 8.
Well, I started drinking. You started counting.
Yeah. Well, drinking and counting don't usually go together, but apparently with us it works.
Yeah.
So.
You know, it's interesting to like talking about that in that subject matter. It was really fun to watch you, and even just talking about it just briefly here. And we put that extra drum.
Yeah, we put
there.
the extra drum beat in there. Yeah.
And I called them bars. He called them measures.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right.
Yep. Our counts were the so what we meant was the same thing, but what else did we talk? We talked about a few other things.
And we talked about the hookers that were here.
Yeah, we did
night.
talk about the hookers, but they were too expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, and they didn't perform.
Yeah, my wallet's really light.
Oh my goodness, what's going on out there in the chat land? I don't know. What are people talking about? Probably not what we're talking about. Oh, look, there's a Hugh out there.
Oh boy.
Which one's pink? Well, that's obviously me, Hugh. Did you forget who has the favorite color of pink? I'm so disappointed in my friends from Scotland right now.
I took off my pink shirt.
Yes, you did take off your pink shirt. So yeah, I guess we're both pink, Hugh. So I wonder how many people today don't understand that reference.
I may not. Pink like the artist or pink? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the phrase is
Pretty
from the Pink Floyd song. You know, by the way, which one is pink? It's a fan or a promoter who doesn't understand that no one in the band is named Pink.
Right.
So yeah, it's one of my favorite references in songs, really.
Who's on first?
What's on second? Yeah. I don't know who's on third.
What's on third?
I don't know. Who's pitching?
No, who's on first?
I thought who was pitching? And I'm confused. Anyway, we're not Laurel and Hardy.
No, not at all. I couldn't do that.
That's not Laurel and Hardy.
No.
It's Abbott and Costello, for Christ's sake. My mother just rolled over in her grave. These two of her favorite comedians ever. I could feel her rolling. She goes, oh my God, he picked the wrong act. I hope everybody's having a good New Year.
Man.
Clearly the people that are here were safe and didn't drink and drive. Which I advocate for, mostly because of my stupid friend who still doesn't know if he's going to lose his foot. And I talk about this at almost every live because it's important. I want people to remember that there are natural and very, very devastating consequences that go along with that. Not only the harm that can come to you, but to your loved ones and family. Just think about that. But thank you, all of those of you that were safe. It's my soapbox. I got to get on it or I feel short.
Yeah. Well, around here, getting a Dewey is almost as expensive as those hookers from last night.
Yeah. I think the fine on the first one is $2,000 or $4,000. That's just the fine. That's just to pay the ticket. Then you might have to pay bail, higher insurance rates. You might have to go to jail. It's just not worth it.
Bad.
It's bad. Oregon doesn't mess around.
Not at all. What do you say we let's play a little bit of 12-bar blues at the E?
Okay, we could try that one. I think I can still remember that. I just have to remember to wait the 2 magic bars before I start. Yeah. That's the E the EA7. Okay.
Yeah, you threw a B7 in
B7,
there. I'll
yeah.
let you kind of establish. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit.
Okay, what are we
We'll
going
go
to?
a little faster. We're at 90 BPM. I'm going to go to 100.
Okay, that's fine. 10
right.
beats per minute shouldn't make that much of a difference. I'll listen to it a little bit anyway, so.
Okay, here we go. Let's try this. We're going to play a little blues together.
Can we get a redo on that one?
Here we
I
go.
forgot to turn it up.
1, 2, 3, 4. mistakes.
Every note was a mistake, brother. I don't feel like I'm learning. I do feel like I'm learning. That was brutal. It was brutal. What do we got to catch up now?
Here's Mark is encouraging you the best way, is just keep going. Just keep going.
Yeah. It's good advice. But, like most beginners, I choke and fall apart.
Beginner.
I am a beginner. See, I can't even hit the note and bend it.
But
fun stuff. No, we just thought we'd do this with you guys tonight, hang out, because it's our last night together. We're going to do some fun stuff. We're going to do stupid stuff, and I'm going to make I think I said that before, I'm going to make a lot of mistakes tonight.
Mistakes are how we learn, right?
Well, a couple of years ago, you probably couldn't got me on here to make mistakes. I probably would have only wanted to play perfect guitar, because in my mind, that's all I should ever do. And, but little did we know that the definition of perfect is as good as it can be, which is as much as I practice. So when I started practicing, my good as could be got better. So now what am I going to be practicing, Mark? I'm going to be practicing counting. So that I'm just going to count everything. I'm listening to music on the radio or whatever. I'm just going to count. That's one. And then you're going to give me an exercise in the circle of 39ths or something.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
3.9. Circle of 3.9s.
Yeah. Okay.
Because if you practice a circle of fourths, you'll just be perfect, and then it'll be boring.
Yeah. It's perfect and boring are words that should never go together. But, it works in this case. So we've got, so I'll be learning the circle of fourths and doing that as an exercise. which is show him what he's doing it a little faster than I'll be doing it when you see me do it.
He'll be doing this very soon. And they'll do it faster. But you got to do them clean and clear before you do them fast and sloppy.
Right.
So
Fast and sloppy.
G, C. Now you learn your root notes, and then you go F. You'll notice that each chord is a fourth above the last, and then B flat.
Beautiful chord, by the
E
way.
flat, or you can call it D sharp.
D sharp
If
is
you want.
complicated. We found that out today.
And then A flat, or G sharp. And then C sharp, right? Do slow and clear and clean, F sharp. And then B, right? And then E, and I need to tune my guitar because it's slightly out. And then A, and then D. Right, you do it slow and clear, and you make sure all your chords
All of the
are
strings.
crystal clear.
Don't do this. Where it was? It was this one. Yeah. That's not good.
There's a
Don't
good.
do
That was a
that.
nice note. I like that one.
Yeah.
It sounded kind of like this. That one.
That's like a train.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? You play two notes like that at the same time.
Yeah. And I've started experimenting with that a little bit. And then what's the other thing I'm gonna do? There's some besides the circle of force that you were gonna have me do as well. We were talking about this a little bit ago.
Playing along, like if you.
Chords instead of solos.
Yep.
With the backing tracks. Take and play the chords of the backing track instead of playing. Yeah.
All right. Welcome, Clay, man. Thanks for dropping in. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody.
Yeah, Happy New Year to everybody for sure.
It's great to see you guys.
Clay, good to see you.
Yeah, you guys were doing a live stream, I think, all night last night.
It was.
I kind of caught the very beginning of it, but I was very busy last night. So.
Yeah, and I was trying to babysit my.
He was keeping my temper.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. So.
Yeah, but the circle of fourths, that's the way that I've kind of talked with him. Just no big guitar lesson here, but it's a way to learn your root notes so that if somebody calls a blues in B flat and you happen to know the blues scale, you know where to play. And, you know, if they call it in C sharp, you know where to play. And when they call it in G, you know where to play in F sharp. Because you've done it so many thousands of times by G, C, F. You learn all that shit. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Notes on the fingerboard.
He knows all those notes and see he does those scales that he was, you know, the fancy I can't even sing it. But anyway, he does them all over the board, like in different places. And then there's these same notes that happen. It's like the exact same notes that are down here, except they're up here. It's weird. And this all comes from learning just the circle of fourths. So I'm gonna give it a shot and see what happens.
Yeah. Well, it's like, you know, you play an E right here, and then you play an E right there. They sound exactly the same.
Yeah, they do.
There's just, you can't confuse that. You can't fuck that up.
You can't. But you can know where they are, which is complicated.
Yeah, you gotta be real accurate.
So yeah, that's what we're going for. That's what the purpose of this guitar lesson was. So if you don't know all those things, watch me learn it and see if I get better, and then we'll see what happens from there. Maybe you want to learn the circle of fourths. What's Jam Pro?
Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
Halfway home. It's a long drive.
Nice. Yeah, shit. It's probably 12 or 1 in the morning, maybe where you are right now.
If he's halfway, he's probably about mountain time. Probably yeah. So he'd be at least an hour and maybe 2.
Yeah.
If he's still central time, he'll be 2 hours. If he's made it over the Continental Divide, he'll be an hour.
And I want to definitely say hi to Emma and Happy New Year. I hope you had a great time and got to stay up late. And I'll share this story. My mom was a genius, just so you know. But, my daughter was little, and it was New Year's Eve, and my mom wanted to have my kiddo over at her house for New Year's Eve, right? And my mom didn't want to stay up till fucking midnight, right? She's like not interested in that. So before all the kids, and she'd have my daughter and her nieces and her cousins over. So she had like 3 or 4 kids over there, 4 or 5, whatever. And before all the kids got there, she went and turned all her clocks forward about 4 hours. So at 8 o'clock, it was midnight, right?
That's genius. That is true genius. Yep. Budweiser, yep. True genius.
Yeah, she was a very smart lady.
Wow, that's awesome.
Oh, I hope you have good coffee. We've been drinking what is that? Joe Bean's coffee.
Yeah, Joe Bean's. Yeah,
made by a gentleman named Too Loud McLeod. He's the best guitar player in the world.
It tastes really good. I don't know about his guitar playing, but it's. Yeah,
the dude does guitar solos like this. He does it. I ain't kidding, and it's right. It's insane shit.
Wow, I'll have to check that out. What's his name?
Al Too Loud McLeod.
Al Too Loud McLeod. Yeah, that's a sticker. I think that one will be there. That's 12. So yeah, he's only an hour. He made it over the Continental Divide.
Yeah.
He's in the Mountain Time Zone.
Mountain. I think my brother's there. He's in Arizona.
Yeah,
an hour ahead of us.
Yeah.
Or is it ahead or behind?
It's Arizona. I don't remember. Is it Arizona or Nevada, along with Hawaii, that do not change their clocks?
Times.
They're always standard time.
Yeah.
So at some points of the year, they're 2 hours different, and at other parts of the year, they're only 1 hour different. Not Hawaii, but I'm talking about the other state, Arizona. So I don't remember, but there's one in there that has abstained from. I don't know how they opted out of it, but nobody else can. I've been told that because of modern society, if we want to not do it, the whole West Coast has to not want to do it.
And my brain just exploded.
Sorry, I know lots of useless facts, and they come out sometimes. Nice. That's a good thing to do, Zach. Stay home and play guitar all night. That's a way to ring in the new year.
You live live. Welcome, Epiphonium.
Welcome.
Epi.
Good to see you, Epi.
5 zones. There's 5 different time zones. Oh.
In Australia.
Yeah. I don't understand that.
That's been in tomorrow, too. That's
just
complicated and makes my brain coil.
Did you see my brains just drip out the back of my head?
I did. You got a little on your shirt.
Fix that.
So how's everybody?
I use my hat.
Oh, who's got plans for the new year? Anybody out there going to do anything fun? Going to do anything new, exciting, scary? Anybody jumping out of a perfectly good airplane? Or, I don't know. I'm going to fly in a helicopter this year. A friend of mine got me a little flight over the Oregon coast. Flies out of Seaside, Oregon, if you know where that is. And then you get about a 20-minute flight in a helicopter. And I haven't been in one. I love to fly. So I'm looking forward to that. That's new for me in the new year. Circle of Force will be new. So they say you should have new goals in the new year. Those are mine.
I think the only time I'll ride in a helicopter.
Rest well, Justin. Thank you very much for stopping in. Be safe.
Oh. Yeah.
He's going to bed.
Yeah, I think the only time I'll ride in a helicopter is if I need life flight.
That's the time I don't want to ride.
Right.
I won't remember that flight. I want to be okay. If the helicopter flight scares me, I want to feel afraid of the flight. It's kind of a awake experience. If they fly me and I'm not awake, and I won't be scared or happy.
Right. I wouldn't even
know.
Yeah.
I'd be thankful. I'd be thankful for the life flight people.
Elevator. And then, I bring that up only because I know a guy here that's him and his wife are the life flight.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about them last night.
I love the guy, but he's the last person I ever want to see when he's working.
That's a bad day.
Yeah.
That's a bad day.
Don't want to go there.
See, Preston says his plan is to get better. I'm thinking about this, Marshall. The definition of words, pretty important stuff. The definition of better is different and improved from the previous state. So, Preston, my advice to you, if you want to get better, is to stop playing with backing tracks. I'm not going to let this go. We want to hear Preston play his guitar. We don't care if it's a song or just riffs. Okay, anyway. There you go. I love you, brother. I do. Just know that I say it because I care, and I know I'm not the only one that feels that way.
Yeah, we do play guitars. We should actually probably trade guitars.
Yeah, we could trade guitars.
Because I've only played that fucking thing long enough.
She's been bitching about, I don't know, some skilled master's touch or I don't know.
Yeah, let's do this.
We could do that. You want to swap the cables or do you want to?
Yeah, let's swap cables. So
Okay.
I'm going to unplug that.
And I will unplug it. Come on, baby.
Yeah.
That.
Let's see. So no, you
No, I
oh
keep
yeah,
the-
this goes in here.
I was trying to do two things at once and you didn't let me.
Did you see my brain explode?
I was going to multitask and everything.
All right.
So.
Let's see. I got to check the tuning on this
Oh,
thing.
yeah, you better. It's the guy that put the strings on.
Probably really bad right now.
Probably really bad.
Let's see where we're at. How's that sound? Is it fucked up?
A little low on mine. So get that tuned first and then we'll worry about what the sound's like because,
Damn. Who put strings on this thing?
I don't know. I haven't checked the tuning since I picked it up this morning, so. Or no, that wasn't this afternoon when you had me playing.
Pretty good.
Let's see. We're good.
All right. Right on. Ouch.
A little bit more. That was all right.
It works.
That was something. I won't be able to do that the other way around, but that was kind of cool.
That's the circle of force. Because soon you'll be able to do that.
I'm going to study it. So the next time we're playing together, it's going to be like listening to Eddie Van Halen and Joe Satriani. Pretty much. I mean, I can't imagine it being any different.
Well, yeah, and that's a realistic goal
I think so.
for both of
Who's
us.
going to be Eddie? Who's going to be Joe? Because arguably Joe is better than Eddie. I mean, I know it's a moot point, but I don't know. Eddie could be because they do different stuff.
So,
I don't know.
Are you gonna be Eddie or Joe?
I want to be Joe.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to be Joe. I want to do Dancing with Aliens and.
Okay.
But I don't know. He has some great titles for his stuff.
So I have to do shit like I'll play it better in a year from now or next.
Well,
year.
yeah, because you know the circle of 37s by then. because it's progressive every year. Fourths this year, fifths next year. Then, is there a circle of sixth? Technically,
we'll make that one up next.
Okay.
Next visit.
All right.
We'll find
Next
that one
time.
out.
Yeah.
But there is truly.
Yeah. I figured there had to be technically because it's the whole thing's kind of a circle.
Yeah. You know, just to kind of prove the point, like circle of sixth, and we'll do major sixth.
Okay.
Right. So a major sixth interval is like G to E. And a perfect sixth, or I'm sorry, a major sixth is the first two notes of. Remember that TV or the NBC?
Yeah, or whatever it was. Yeah.
So the circle of six would be G to E minor, and then the sixth of E minor would be C major, right? And then the sixth of C major would be. Let's see, what note is it? A major. A minor, I'm sorry. Yeah. There's a circle of sixths.
That's interesting. I was thinking about a song. Well, you were doing some of that. Read up on that. I was thinking about this. It's a song I used to see if I can. I'll have to play it a little bit. Right. So just catch up on chat groove. Let's see. Clean me up a little bit.
Okay, let's, we gotta open up amp plugin. I don't have this. So let me turn that up a little bit. Let me get you some more volume.
There you go. That's good. Okay. Let's see.
Sixth interval right there. This is nice.
We were out on a date on Friday night. I didn't have it in my head, but anyway, it's Last Kiss, Frank Wilson. We were out on a date in my daddy's car. We hadn't driven very far. Let's see, we go through this again.
I'm gonna play it a half step away from you just so we can see how nasty this shit'll sound. You ready?
Yep. That's awful. That's awful.
We could do that. We could make some of the ugliest music ever.
Yeah.
You know?
Everybody wants beautiful music. Let's start a new market for ugly music.
For ugly music.
It's not fair that ugly music is hated, so.
You know, that would be really fucking challenging. Even for somebody that knows a little bit about music, man. That would be a tough
When you
one.
were trying to make he tried to make a mistake for me earlier. Right. Talking about the counting. He couldn't. He couldn't make the mistake.
That was just ugly.
And then he played it perfectly again. I'm like, huh?
Oh, jeez. So we need some feedback.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
It's going to be a Christmas thing. And I'll just go to D. How bad can you make it sound? I don't know. Here, let's try one of these. Let's try just a easy F. Whoops, there we go. Why am I not?
Let's see how far I can get my hand fucked up here. Okay, I got a good spot. Okay, now.
I don't like that F and I can't do it anymore. So we're gonna do that one. Okay. That sounds. That's pretty awful.
That's a good one.
If we did, let's just B minor here.
That's a B major.
Is that B major? Oh.
Move those two up one string.
Ah.
Now put your middle finger down. There you go.
There it is.
There we go.
I'm doing 4 count, by the way.
Yeah.
So.
Be demolished. And he just went B harmonic minor on me. I love that.
Yeah.
That's the fucking awesome. Now B minor. Now that would be a fun one if I had this thing set up correctly. Let's see. I think right here. Let's try that B minor one more time. I'm just like,
See if I can do the
check
chord
this
right.
out. Here's my pedal board, and you can see this is the miraculous thing.
Yeah,
Here's
that's still a B minor. It didn't change.
the light on that blue pedal. That's gonna freak you the fuck out.
It's some cool shit.
Whoop, that's the wrong camera.
All right.
You ready?
That's a change I'm not used to, trying to get back from G to the B minor. You're gonna have to practice that. Anyway,
I was using the harmonizer.
as a harmonizer is really cool. You listen to his notes, not mine. My chords suck. You all know this. But that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna learn how to play guitar. But we're just jamming. We're just playing around, screwing off. We wanted to see you guys. We were feeling lonely, sitting here by ourselves, you know. And
After the hookers left.
yeah, I know it was sad, but they were too expensive. I mean, she wanted like $3 just to do that thing, and it was an easy thing.
Digging deep. Be demolished. What's be demolished? Let me see if I can find a good be demolished. Okay, so we got that. Let's see. Okay, be demolished. No, that's be half diminished. Okay. How can I make? Oh boy, I wish I had one more finger. Put your finger right there on the G string,
On the G
first
string?
fret. There we go. Now here's a good chord. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's worse with the other. Yeah, it's definitely worse here.
That was be demolished.
Be
I
demolished.
think we've accomplished
So be
that
dom
chord.
or dim. No, dim. Sorry, I had a moment. The hookers. It's all because of the hookers. It feels weird to have a guitar on my lap without a strap, but that's okay. We don't need to put a strap on it.
No. That was scary. That just sounds so cool.
Your fretboard feels so different than mine.
The frets? Yeah. They're bigger and taller. That's what she said.
Mine are smoother. That's what she said.
She said. Oh boy.
Yeah, this is me not intoxicated in any way, by the way. I don't know. I think I've had a couple of rips off my pen 2 hours ago or something. I'm pretty straight right now.
Yeah.
So this is my normal state. This is why you guys like the fact that I do drugs. Well, drug good.
Yeah, that was just the tip. That's what she said, Preston.
Right. Oh my goodness. Oh, look, Zach we got a wow out of Zach.
That was be demolished.
Yeah.
It was not be diminished.
No, there was nothing diminished about that. It was destroyed.
It took two of us to play that
to
chord.
play that chord.
Oh, Charlie just asked a really great question.
Now, what did Charlie ask?
Let's see. Quick question. This is going to be a quick answer. You go up to File, you hit Save Project, and then you give it a name. And then you hit Enter. But let me, I'll show you. I'll show you real quick. Because This is his amp that he's playing through right now, and it's this shitty old John Petrucci plugin.
Yeah,
it's just
terrible.
It sounds like shit. We're gonna make that go away. And this is the drummer that he's playing with. This guy's pretty badass.
Yeah, this is crazy.
So how do you save your tracks? Which you don't really save the tracks because they're always saved, but you go up to File and you hit Save Project, right? Now, if I hit this on mine, it's gonna just save it because it's already called YouTube Stream. And right up here in the top left corner of your window is, here's my mouse. Just follow my mouse up this way to there, and that's the name of your project. So you save the whole project. Cool, you got it. There you go. That's how you do it.
Oh, I can actually expand on that with some complications.
Okay,
if you want to change a single file track, do something different in it, and then do just exactly what he said to do it. It's more complicated that way, but then you've only changed one track. I told you I was going to complicate it.
Okay, now Charlie, do me a favor. Don't listen to anything that dude says the rest of the night.
Just ignore me.
Be safe.
Yeah, my dad always said, if you can't give bad information, keep your fucking mouth shut. Oh, no, wait, that wasn't what he said. This is why children should not be here. F is my favorite word. You need more clearance on your penny right here.
You do trust Rod, right? That's funny because I have a hard time not copying him a lot. Intonation for the nation.
Yes, please intonate. I have to do that to Douglas. That's why people haven't seen Douglas lately. His intonation is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't intonate. I outonate.
You outonate?
Mm-hmm.
How does one outonate?
It's a complicated process.
Does it hurt?
I'll teach you one of
Okay. If Marshall says he's going to teach me, then I'm down.
We'll learn that one.
Okay, cool. Mark is what the fuck? Yeah. It's the way my brain works, Mark. I can't fix it.
You can't fix.
I can't fix my brain. The smart alecky, the sarcasm.
Mine's still leaking out the back of my head.
Giving the terrible instructions to Charlie in addition to your good ones. That's fun.
So my friend brought me a gift. Actually, a trade. It was kind of a trade. I got to show you guys this fucking bottle of shit that he brought me.
Interesting.
Well, we traded. And I would have had this discussion, but
for those that didn't know the scale, here, let me grab this other one here too, because this is what we traded for. Mine. This is what I bought, and what I wanted was the bottle that's half of this size.
This is like 4 ounces, and this is 16 ounces. This is like enough guitar polish to polish
a lot of guitars.
8 million guitars.
Probably at least that. I used about 6 spritzes on Ruby yesterday, and that was plenty.
Yeah, he cleaned her up last night.
It did. Yep. I didn't. It didn't clean this one. Though.
We tried polishing this one. It did not work.
Yeah, but it's so badass. If you guys have never gotten a close look at this guitar, I am sorry. You should come visit Marshall, because this guitar has so much in it. It's a work of art. Let you. There's stuff. There's coins. There's metal pieces. There's chunks of solder. There's carvings. It's beautiful.
There's the Deadhead sticker on.
Oh yeah, the Deadhead sticker. There's so much stuff. You have to see this guitar in person to truly appreciate
Yeah, you know, I think if I ever like was really broke, I could start carving the fucking money out of this thing, and this thing's probably worth $300.
Probably.
I don't know.
Yeah. Most people would look at this guitar and go, why did he fuck it up like that? Until they hear him play.
I didn't fuck it up like
no,
this.
not you.
That wasn't
the
me.
person that bestowed the guitar upon you, or thrust it your way, or however that. I don't. You could describe it in your own way. The person that this came from.
That was Stephen Kairos. And he lives. We were maybe 2 miles from his house last night.
Oh yeah.
And he's not feeling real good these days. So unfortunately, his health hasn't been that great. But he might be doing a whole lot better.
Well, that's okay. You guys throw some good thoughts to Steven's way, just cause. So, but this guitar is, let me tell you, it's incredible to play. Now it's a Strat, but it feels totally different than Ruby. It's not the same. I had the singles turned on. What a difference, right?
Yeah, it's quite a difference.
Thins it out, sharpens it. Yeah, it
gets louder.
Yeah.
But I like the single coils. They're kind of fun when you get it in the 2 or the 4 position.
Oh yeah. A little less twangy there. That's just all smooth and buttery. Ooh. Nice.
You gotta hit a bad note.
Yeah. Is that a bad note? Why is it bad? What did it do?
Depends on where you're tuned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that could be a good one.
That could be a good one.
Let's see if I can break it.
No, you did that yesterday. You showed how well you can do that. Yes, you can break strings bending them. He was trying to prove a point, and it cost him a trip downstairs.
Mm-hmm. I had to go down
and bezel.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we changed strings on both guitars.
Both guitars is usually the gig, and then he said it was way too long.
I hear it all the time. You can't change strings the day of a gig. Really?
And you know what? If you heard it at the gig, well, you know.
Yeah, and what was funny about that is that I put new strings on this thing yesterday, and I played a little bit. I bent it and stretched them like I always do, and threw it in the case, into the bag, and then all that. I got to the gig. My pedal board was busted, so I couldn't use the fucking tuner. Right?
Yep.
So I played the first set without tuning my guitar at all after changing strings on it. And we both hit an E chord, and it was like, here we go.
Yep, we're done.
That was the amount of tuning I did.
Yeah, he and Scott were just like, okay, we're ready.
Here we go.
So yeah, for those that say that these guitars are unstable, when you set them up right, I can tell you right now, they are not unstable at all. They are amazing.
Now this only goes out of tune if I let Richard play it.
Well, yeah, but I play it wrong. I don't touch your Strat the same way I touch Ruby. I don't. I can't. That's very minor.
Yeah.
Very minor. Might be lower than minor.
Oh, yeah. What are we selling?
Are we selling something? Wait a minute. What's for sale?
I'm not worth much.
I'll buy that for $1. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Seems like just about anything ought to be worth $1, right?
I'm gonna put this thing down.
Whoops.
Down.
I see what it is. My headphone cord. That's what you're rolling.
Static X. Yep. Yeah, and I haven't found a way to get wireless headphones in a recording studio.
It doesn't work. I tried the wireless. It's just too much lag. I can't listen to almost a half a second.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about timing problems?
Yeah. Timing is everything.
Yeah, right. It is. It is. Timing is everything. So yeah, do your research and read the descriptions when you buy things, folks, because, well, you get larger than life amounts of a great product. It's really, really good. It worked, but yeah, it's a lot. And it was cheap. That's why I presumed and didn't read, because that bottle was on sale for $5. And if you'd have told me it was possible to buy 16 ounces of this for $5, I'd have told you you're insane. But apparently it was. And
that's a lot of polish.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's still, when I look at the two, they're sitting there so nicely together. It's just, yeah.
I have some stuff in my shop that I only use on ladies' guitars.
Mm.
And I'm almost out of it, but it's called Potion Number 9.
Potion Number 9.
And it says right on it, guitar polish, Potion Number 9. Dude, you should smell this stuff.
Yeah. Is it instant love?
Dude.
Yeah.
It's definitely aphrodisiac stuff, which is another reason why I don't use it very much at work.
Yeah. Definitely don't want to use it on the gender that you're not attracted to, because that would be, I see why you only use it on ladies' guitars.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a kickstand material.
Yeah. Kickstands can be bad.
Yeah. You end up with a kickstand after you.
Yeah, it is crazy. $5. That's why I didn't read. I thought, oh, it's $5. It's got to be a small bottle, right? Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm shocked. That's crazy.
So yeah, it's I do want to point out it does come with its own handy sprayer.
Yeah. Like
if you're, I don't know, got 6 guitars laid out at the same time, I guess. I don't know why. The little pump spray, like, I don't know, I did 6 or 7 around the entire guitar, and that was plenty. It was clean.
No, I got to be honest. What I'll probably do is I've got one of these. It's just about empty at work. And I'll probably finish it off, and then I'll just dump that into this. That way I don't have the.
That thing would be a monster on your bench.
Yeah, firefighter's hose squirting down a guitar.
Just put a little on. and then watch it drip from the edge of the guitar.
Oh, good grief. I don't know how great we are.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's
He's pretty great.
He's greater. So there's that. We're just a couple of goofballs, and he's like a professional, and I'm a professional amateur. So there's that. But I do learn a lot from him, and I hope that the people watching this in a replay, because most of the people that are in here for the live, we know them because we've talked to them a bunch of times. But anybody watching this in a replay, come back to this guy's channel and look around in that video section. You can learn anything you want back in there that has to do with music, production, guitar repair, guitar playing. Yeah, it's all there. It's not like the lame. I told him it was okay to use the lame live on his channel because it's probably going to bring more benefit to me than to him.
Well, I've already checked, and you've already copyright striped this video.
I told you I was thinking about it. I just wasn't sure if I was going to. Yeah. So Marshall's got his first copyright strike because of me, because he's using my lame live.
I said he was great, but he's kind of an asshole like that.
Oh man, I gotta tell you guys, this is nice. If you have a chance to get together with someone you connect with in our community, and you guys live close enough, a few hours. I mean, we're about 4 to 5 hours apart, roughly,
about 5. And
it's well worth the drive for seeing your friend face to face.
Yeah.
It's worth it. So if you live close to somebody, or if you're in the area, let us know.
Yeah.
If you're in Portland, let me know. If you're in LeGrand checking out the trees, let Marshall know. We'll we'll probably let you buy us a coffee. We won't buy anything for you though. And I have a pretty comfy bed as far as I this bed is great. I slept on it like 3 times now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna sleep on it again too. Who's New Dayton, Ohio, if it wants to know. That's
now,
awesome.
Hugh, I have to correct that sentence that you just typed because I did repair this right here. And Richard, let's see, a witness. Can you feel that? Just touch it.
Yeah.
You feel the super glue?
Yep, I feel it.
Okay, well, I glued that back in there because the whole thing fell out. So, Hugh, I got to tell you, I did repair these at one point.
With super glue?
What's that?
You've repaired them with super glue?
Yeah. The whole thing was falling out of here. So it was like big floppy thing inside my leg of my pants. So I glued it back because it's like an underside patch.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right? It's a patch on the inside, which is a good way to patch jeans if you got to do it, really, because they don't fall. But this side, I'll work on that.
Yeah, that one really does need a repair.
Stitch it. I actually ripped it a little further.
Did you rip it a little further?
I did that.
You should sell those. They're probably worth $1 or $2.
Yeah, I can sell these in
people
Japan.
buy them for like $60 in the store. They're already torn all up like that.
Yeah.
I bet you did this all. This is all done professionally by you.
Honesty is the best policy. No, I bought them like this.
Did you really buy them like that? That's so sad.
Well, I play in a band. I have to look a certain way.
That's true. That's true. You do need to keep a certain profile and a certain image.
I wear my tidy whities at work, but I wear these when I go gig.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. See, I didn't know the gig rules because I'm not a gigger.
Yeah.
I'm a non-gigger.
Well, I notice your jeans don't have holes in them. So.
No. I do not mind having holes in my jeans. However, I prefer that all of the holes are created by me and they're left by me or repaired by me for whatever reason I choose. Because some holes are more convenient than others. Like if I was no, I don't have any holes. You're safe. It's fine. So if I was, do I have it? Yeah, here's the hammer hook in these stupid jeans. Well, if you got a hole down here, then you could hang the hammer so the handle was on the inside and the grip would always be nice and dry, unless your pants got wet. But stay with me here. It's inside, so it's going to be better when you take it outside. See, so this is helpful tips when you buy your jeans. If you buy them, unripped, and you can rip them in ways that are beneficial. Yeah. I got more bullshit falling out of my mouth.
Sarah, I don't want to say anything.
Poor Marshall he didn't know what was coming. He thought that he was going to be able to handle this.
Frank Terza. Oh, cool.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's right. Frank brought you the microphone or something that you won from Hippie, or I can't remember how that worked. How did you meet Frank Terzo? Was that boy bringing you something that you won, or?
Man,
it was a cool. If I remember right, it was a cool story.
I totally missed that one.
Well, Zach comes to my shows almost. Right. He's like, I gotta say, he's OG. He really is. He's been coming since the beginning, and we've talked a few times. And I remember something when he was telling me about meeting Frank, and I think that was it, that he had won something. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. Really cool. Neat way to get to meet somebody, you get your prize and meet a new person at the same time. So, Frank, if you hear this later, thanks for being cool.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not far from a couple of guys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jam Pro and I have known one another long before.
And there's plans this summer for GV and I to get together. We've had a couple of because he's only an hour from me, maybe. And that's pushing it.
And if you go the back route, you can probably get there in half an hour.
Yeah, probably get there in a half hour, 40 minutes. Yeah. So anyway,
stay off the freeways in Portland. You'll get there faster.
Ask me how I know.
Okay. Frank brought it to me. Okay.
Yeah, I think he got an SM57 or an SM58.
Yeah.
So, because he was asking me about mine, and I told him I have both of them, and I love them both.
Yeah.
They do sound slightly different. They're not. I like the 58 for vocal a lot better than the 57, but they're still very similar. But it makes me sound more full and rich, like Corinthian leather.
The love chapter, but that's 1 Corinthians.
Right.
Oh shit! Everybody, you gotta send PayPal you. We need a PayPal link, brother.
Oh my God. That's funny.
That's awesome.
I don't charge too much for an autograph. Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool.
So how much do you charge, Hugh? I mean, as long as we're on the subject, we might as well just ask. How much do you charge for an autograph?
Wait.
He's not answering. I expected him to be faster than this. Come on, Hugh. Let's go.
Venmo.
I'm watching the chat and nothing's happening. Charlie's paying this pal.
He probably charges $11.
11. Why 11? What do you think? Double one?
Maybe 1,100.
When one and one is 3? $10. It's a bargain. You were right on the right track, Bill. It's a bargain. So, folks, if you need a Hugh Caldwell exclusive signature, you can get that, with a $10 donation to PayPal. So be sure and get yours today.
You should listen to me, Hugh. You'd make a lot more money.
Wait, Feisty got what I missed. What did Charlie say? Oh, well, yes, I know that. I got it too, but I was just ignoring it.
$1 postage.
He's got to mail it. He's got to mail it. Because he does legitimate autographs. I'm sure he does not do any of that digital stuff. No. He wouldn't do digital stuff. I mean, he plays acoustic guitar.
Well, and I think you and I agreed that before you leave tomorrow, we're going to give each other our own autographs, so that
I think that's how that works. Yeah, because it'll be fair because we both have the autograph. Yeah. No, I'm not leaving Ruby here though.
No, God damn it.
No, I'm not leaving Ruby here, and I know that's where the conversation was going to go. But I told you, all you have to do is live longer than me, and she's yours. It's simple. See, this is so Marshall will never want to actually possess the guitar, because that means he doesn't get to see me anymore. I'm very pragmatic about my borrowed time, folks. So don't think I'm all down Debbie Downer stuff. I'm just realistic. Right. I've lived a life of debauchery. And now I'm reaping the punishments.
There you go.
So I'm happy to be alive. So let's just put it that way. Let's see.
The bargain, right? I had a family had me autograph their picture.
Like legit, or is that a joke, Charlie? I'm you're one of those slippery guys. Maybe they really. I mean, Charlie's so good looking. I would want his autograph on my family photograph. I would.
Yep.
I would.
I'm jealous of his hair. I'll tell you that.
God, am I jealous of that hair? Oh, him and Jesus. Yeah, no, our Jesus, DOA Jesus, right. not the other guy that was alive a few thousand. I mean, he had long hair too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a rumor. Of course, he didn't look like the European that you see in the pictures because he wasn't European. He was.
I think Jesus is European, though, right? Maybe
European or possibly of Hispanic or Spanish descent, maybe. Okay. He's got the olive tone to his skin and the incredibly rich, dark hair. That's, I don't know, somewhere down around his ass, I think.
Probably.
It's disgusting.
This is longer than mine was when I cut all mine off, but not much.
Yeah, yeah. See, this hair right here is about halfway to my shoulder blades. It's at my shoulder blades.
Yeah.
I've been growing this hair. No trims, no cuts, no burns since 2013. So in 10 years, and I was just about crew cut, like when it started. So that's how long. Yeah, this is why unless I don't want long hair, I will never be trimming my hair. It's a commitment.
Yeah, and I haven't gotten a haircut since, let's see, the last haircut I got was when I moved. It was 2013 also. And it was about this long when I got that haircut.
Right.
And it just said, I'm done. It won't get any longer. But I can grow a beard.
Yeah, look at this. This is only 4 or 5 years. And it was way up here. It was very neatly trimmed, shorter than his is right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He is our Jesus.
Yeah.
He is this community's
Jesus I know.
Jesus in a fishbowl. So he apparently, this is why I think he's of Hispanic descent, because he said he started life when he did the Jade interview. He was Jesus. And then one of his friends started calling him Jesus, and he liked it. He said, I am Jesus. That's
my name.
Yeah. So there it is. That's it. Now you know another useless fact. Cut my hair.
Jesus and pals. Yeah, I would kill to have long hair again.
Yeah, it's been such a commitment for me, and I like having long hair. I do. I do enjoy having long hair. I like it. It's fun to play with, twirling my fingers, get tangled around, these little strings that hang from my glasses. And that gets tangled in both my hair and my beard. That's super fun. Yeah. When I'm trying to adjust the doohickey back here that I learned about last night, I pull my hair, and I feel no sexual attraction for myself when I pull my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently that doesn't work for me. It's because I was told that if you pull your hair, it can be a sexual thing. And so I tried. I wasn't pulling all of it, only a couple.
Just got a handful of it.
Yeah, it was rather unpleasant.
Like riding a horse?
It was. Yeah, it was like riding a horse, except there was no horse. Because I'm terrified of horses. Like, I make horses nervous. I'm so terrified of them.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You got to read the Charlies when you get there. Oh, Charlie. Oh, my God. Well, I try to crack people up. It's kind of my mission in life.
Don't go to those.
Hey, places. Scotty Dog, welcome. Happy New Year to you, sir.
Let's see. Hang on. Oh, what's Whitney Houston's favorite coordination?
favorite coordination.
What's Whitney Houston's favorite coordination?
I don't know.
And I...
Oh, yeah, I just threw a pick across. Look at what. Is that your pick or mine?
I think it's mine.
That's funny. I was clapping and it went. Boop. That's 2 picks I've lost since I got to Marshall's, a gray one and a yellow one. I have talent, folks. It's just generally not the talent people want.
Ready for that? That's a dad joke.
Yeah. I got a couple of those. So, yeah, I don't know where that went.
Whitney who? Yeah, she was a drug addict from the 80s.
This way.
You found it?
I found it.
Oh, shit.
I thought it went that way.
That's luck.
It is
That's
luck.
beyond
The
luck.
gray one's
man.
still
They
gone.
just-
I think Fred ate it.
I got it.
You got it? All right.
Yeah.
It would have been more entertaining if you let me get it.
Fantastic dexterity. My fucking legs are killing me.
Oh, yeah. You should have seen this guy. If you didn't see the thing, go watch the replay. He's jumping around and what was that, hash pipe?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, if I was a younger man, I would have been jumping. But yeah, jumping hurts. But he did it anyway.
There was a guy there last night.
Oh, man.
You may have seen him in the video. His name, I'll just share his name. His name was Lee. And that dude, I have to guess. You never ask anybody how old they are. That's just a good thing to follow, especially ladies. Don't ask a lady how old she is.
Too bad.
But this guy danced from the moment we started playing until we got done. And I have to guess that he was 74 years old. I ain't shitting you.
He maybe sat out 2 or 3 songs all night. He was out there jiggling and swinging and boogieing, just doing his thing, getting all down low, and he had his boogie on. If you watch the video, you'll see him in there a couple of times.
Yeah, I'm sure
he
got
never quit, and
Crazy.
he got a partner a couple of times, so he didn't give a shit about having a partner. He's just dancing.
You
always ask.
Yeah, is that why you're single?
Yes, the dude to the left of the screen.
Probably him.
And he's a super nice guy. He came up and thanked the band, and yeah,
he was cool.
I think he even asked if you guys were coming back.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he did. It wasn't you that he asked. I think he asked Scott or Scott's wife. Yeah, it was Scott's wife. Yes, because she said, I don't know if we're coming back here, but we play at Barley Browns. Yeah.
Yeah, we drove right by there. And, it was interesting because just not to change the whole subject from Whitney Houston.
I do it all the time. It's okay.
I love that joke. Charlie, you have a new dad joke to tell.
Yeah.
The VFW was one of the only bars in the city we were in. There's only like 3 bars, I think, there.
Yeah.
And it was one of the only places in town it was the only place that had live music last night, which was New Year's Eve, which...
it was a good turnout. I think at peak time, there was probably 150 people in the bar. He did. Charlie wasn't listening. Tell the dad joke again.
Okay. So, Richard, do you know what Whitney Houston's favorite coordination is?
No, I don't know what Whitney Houston's favorite coordination is.
Hand on!
There you go.
It's a good one, but you have to sing it or you just, that doesn't work.
I've never heard that before, Epi. Whitney Huge Tongue. Okay.
Hey, Scotty Dog, thank you, man. Yeah, Happy New Year, brother.
Oh, no problem, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Happy New Year. I love to watch you play. You're a good guitarist and a great singer. Oh, he was cooking. That's why he didn't miss it. I mean, that's why he missed it.
Yeah. Had to go flip the eggs.
Yeah.
Had to go push the button on the toaster.
Yeah. I'm cooking.
Here we go.
Meow cree. Meow cry.
Well, yeah.
Meow cree. Okay, I said it right the third time.
Yeah. Well, and he was actually, part of it was when his name was always going to be a rock star, right? But he technically is not named after a rock star, really, truly.
Okay.
But there's a couple rock stars named Fred.
Yeah.
But he's are you okay?
Is it hairball time?
Time to spit up. Oh yeah, there he goes.
Oh, 37's out of place. He had to straighten hair.
His true name is Sir Frederick Banting. Go ahead and Google that. You'll find him.
Yep.
And you'll understand why I may have named him Fred. He doesn't have a fucking clue what his name is.
He is the coolest cat ever. Absolutely amazing cat.
Wow. Sourdough toast. So you were pushing the toast.
You were pushing it. Yep. You nailed it. You're such a smart guy.
Called it.
Yeah, you did. You called it, but did Hugh called it? I don't know. I was trying. It was a grasp. I thought it was going to be better. It sounded better in my head.
Fred Penner.
Fred.
Oh,
Fred Penner.
Yeah.
Penner? Fred Penner.
I don't know.
Who's Fred Penner?
Fred Penner. Fred Penner.
I know Penn and Turner, but I don't think either one of them are Freds. They're magicians, though. They're magicals. Franklin the Turtle?
Yeah. Franklin Tanner, Frederick Turner.
Yeah, works.
FT squared, baby.
Yep, that's right.
Exactly. Preston won the contest tonight. You are the winner, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he's Canadian.
You're absolutely right.
Cool.
I have studied that man inside and out, man. I mean, that sounded weird.
Well, yeah, but he was probably not alive for that examination.
He was
so
dead.
it's more like an autopsy.
It was more of a
Post-mortem.
right, post-mortem. That's even worse.
It could be. What do they call that? Necro something? It's a word.
Yeah, Sir Fred, he was a great man. He was very smart. He gave it away. He didn't profit from it.
They don't give it away anymore.
He did. Trust me.
What?
We're just being weird.
Oh, is it headbutt time? Okay. Yeah. See, if you guys don't know how to speak cat, this is one way to do it. If a cat wants to do this, you're in like Flynn. Yeah.
Today, he got his new tag. I put his new tag on today. He took it really well. It just because he has a new address, so I had to make sure if somebody finds him, they know where to take him. So we changed his tag. I mean, it's identical to the other tag. No one can tell the difference
Unless they look at the address.
Yeah.
This is free.
This is free, exactly. Yep. Yeah, I was thinking about going on StreamYard tonight just so we might be able to ask some folks in, but you know, this is just easier.
Yeah, it is. It's easier. There's no StreamYard involved between him and I, and the communication is perfect. I have to say this connection is probably as good as it can be.
Yeah. It doesn't get much easier or better than this.
Yeah.
In fact, I can even take my headphones off and probably still hear you.
Yeah. I could hear you when I had my headphones on too. It's weird.
That's cool.
But earlier when we were practicing, and I had the headphones on only for the guitar, because why do we need to run a microphone when we're sitting in the same room?
Right.
It was hard. I had to be stylish.
Yeah.
And
that was a nice move.
Yeah. And I felt like Howard Cosell for a minute.
Yeah, you look like Chris Cornell when you.
Chris Cornell. I could go for looking like Chris Cornell.
This thing.
Yeah. This Chris Cornell's a good-looking guy.
I'd date him. I'm not even a homosexual.
Camellia, welcome. And now you're asking yourself, what have I walked into? Happy New Year, Camellia. Thank you for coming by.
I believe that with my whole heart. Fred's more popular than I am. That's the truth, man.
Yeah, well, that's kind of true. It's a half truth. You have half of the information. NDI does get it there. But there's challenges. And this is not the time to try and explain those challenges. But the avenue is NDI. But the solution is more than NDI to make the sound work. Because you have to make sure, like, I can't run my sound for OBS the way I run it and then open up StreamYards and run the sound for StreamYards because it doesn't work. I have to close out OBS and open up StreamYards and just run NDI into StreamYards. If I try and run OBS for my production, I don't know. The only time that worked, oddly enough, was when I set it up that way and I forgot to click the go live on the StreamYard stream, but I did click go live on the YouTube stream. Mm-hmm. So in OBS, I was at the go live screen on StreamYard. Go live's up here, your show's already, titles there. Then I went over here to OBS and not thinking, I just clicked go live or start stream, whatever it says.
Yeah.
And it came up with the notice that said, do you pick the manage stream and da-da-da-da. Well, I went to the existing, picked that stream and started. And that's how I streamed that, talking about StreamYards when the logo wasn't in there.
Oh.
But here's the weird part about that. All of the chat functions worked in StreamYard and were current with the live, even though I was not live on StreamYard.
Right.
I was live through OBS and YouTube. But that's why it was there, and I was making the references to StreamYard, and you said, but how are you doing that without the logo? Because I don't pay.
You weren't on StreamYard.
I was not on StreamYard, but I was looking at StreamYard, thinking I was live on StreamYard.
So just kind of that, I have no idea what the fuck he was just talking about. No, I'm joking. He did have a stream the other night that was kind of on, it was somehow not on StreamYard. But
even though I created it in StreamYards.
With NDI, if I go to, I'll show you, let me just real quickly, and we'll make this as quick as I can. So in Reaper, so you've got your Reaper project open, right? And I'm assuming, Charlie, that you might use Reaper when you're live streaming, right? So here on the master bus, this is the master bus for my Reaper. So everything I say or play guitar, it comes through this channel. And I open the effects on this channel. Right now, I'm currently using Restream, which sends my audio to let me show you. This is going to go infinity, but, oh wait. Yeah, to OBS. So you can see my Reaper this is my voice, right? So you don't have to do that necessarily. So if you want to use StreamYard, what you do is on your master bus, you go to your effects and you add, hang on, I'll show you. You add, let's see, what the heck happened here? Is it all plugins? Yeah, here we go. VST3, NDI output, right? So now this is in my, on my master bus. It's a VST plugin on my master bus, and you select it as stereo, 1 and 2, all right? And then, okay, so that's that. So now this NDI is sending, it's set up. So then you have to go down here. This is my NDI background plugin, I guess.
There you go, yeah.
I know this probably seems complex, but it really isn't. And if you've done it a couple times, it's pretty easy. You click on that, now it's running. And you click on this and you go i5 PC and you select your VST output, right? And at that point, when you go into StreamYard, now there's another setting that you want to make, and that's to set this at +10.
Right.
Right. So you can see all that, right? So that we did all that. And once you make that setting, it's done. And every time you open up NDI, it'll do that. Now, when you open up, let's see, I'll do this. We'll open up StreamYard. Right. And this might totally clobber my, but when you're in StreamYard, your audio, your microphone setting, you tell it to use NDI webcam 1. And then for your video, if you want to run OBS for your video, you select OBS virtual camera and you start the virtual camera. And now you can run OBS and NDI directly from Reaper into StreamYard. That's how you do it.
That works.
Does that make sense? Okay. And what I just described to you is how you can that's how you can do it. And it works. Now there's people use other stuff like Lander and things like that, which that's a web-based thing and you have to pay a fee every month to use it. And NDI is free. And I'm really all about free, except for the fact that when it doesn't work, it's usually because it's free.
Yeah. Working through those settings was incredibly challenging doing the updates because how long did it take us? Probably a good hour and a half just to figure out the 10 dB thing.
Yes,
we were having
that was a pain in the neck,
man. Yeah. So if you do that, Charlie, and I think you actually have a video on the channel of how to do the same thing. Yeah. But anyway, if you decide to do that, Charlie, it works very well. I've used it, and it's pretty simple once it's set up. But you got to know those settings because if you don't do that, you're going to have problems going into other people's streams. If you go on as a panel guest, everybody's going to tell you that you're too loud because NDI is trying to amplify your signal even more than StreamYards is already amplifying your signal.
Yeah.
Because you have a volume control on your microphone in StreamYards in the settings.
I usually just set mine at 50 and leave it.
Yeah, and I set mine at 50. It comes default set to about 80, I think, and that's way too high.
Yeah.
If you're set in NDI to the +20, I think that's the default on that one.
What is it? Oh, it's set.
No, the default is the auto adjust setting.
Yeah, do not leave it on the auto adjust. No. You do not do that because what'll happen is you'll be talking and then you'll play your guitar or stop talking and then start talking again, and it's like it fades in.
Yeah,
slowly.
It's terrible.
Just be very.
That's the problem I was having that you watched me working through, and that was the fix. So yeah.
You know, Epifonium, that's an interesting comment that you made about I can't imagine getting 3 programs to agree with each other. I gotta tell you, man, it's astonishing, but technically there's 4 running now because I got Reaper, OBS, NDI, and Google Chrome. 4 programs agreeing together, and I'm live streaming. And the stream has been, to my knowledge, pretty clear and crisp, and I'm running on a 12-year-old computer.
Yeah.
And I ain't kidding.
Yeah. It's not about the processing power. It's about learning how to set up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can Camellia, but you have to download another app. Apple just released one. If you use an Apple product, they just released one. Jade Star did a whole review on it, and it looks promising if you use an Apple device, but there's also one for Android, I guess. I don't use mobile phone for much of anything, and I'm incredibly disappointed with my Apple iPad.
Yeah.
A new Apple iPad. We discovered this weekend that if I had bought, say, a Pro, anything, a 10.5 Pro, an 11 Pro, that with this last update, I would be able to plug in any webcam to it, and I could have an auxiliary camera. But because I have the 10.5 just regular iPad, apparently that doesn't include software in the operating system to run a separate camera, because it will not see it. Just won't. It's very frustrating. So Apple, if you're listening.
Yeah, dude, I could not believe it.
It's a $1,200 tablet, and I can't plug a tablet.
Right.
I can't plug another camera into it.
I couldn't fucking
in 2023.
Dude, I was like,
it's
yeah,
it's ludicrous.
Yeah,
and I'm very disappointed. I love my iPad, but that one feature destroys what I bought the iPad for, because I bought the iPad to do remote live streaming when I travel. And I can't do that with an off camera. I have to use the camera that's in it, which limits me. Don't like it. Shut up, Richard.
And I have done StreamYard chats with many different people. Many times with Mark and Justin and I have done streams together, or StreamYard conversations together, and I've done it from my phone. In fact, I can even switch from my computer that I would normally do it on, because if I'm sitting here, I might as well use my computer. But if I want to go outside for some strange reason, I can open up StreamYard on my phone. I don't have it going right now. Of course, we're not using StreamYard.
We're not using StreamYard, but that's a neat feature.
Yeah. I'm able to do it, and this phone's shit, man. It's 8 years old, something like that.
You can.
There you go.
I don't know if you can do that, but you can't guest. You can't be a guest on a panel of StreamYard through iOS before. This is the new app is called StreamYard Guest or something like that. Anyway, Jade's the one taught me about that. I've already put it on my tablet in case I'm traveling, but that's fine. I don't even mind that. But the camera thing is it's disappointing, because this is a huge, really great piece of technology, but it's for art and video and music production. I mean, that's always been Apple's thing. We're the art, we're the production, but I can't hook up a
Can't even hook up a webcam, a Logitech 920 webcam to it.
Yeah, it should be just. If it was the USB-C coming out of this camera, I should just be able to plug it into the USB-C port on the side of the iPad, and go, oh, look, new camera. No, can't do it.
Won't do it.
But if I had to spend another $400 for a 10.5 Pro, then I could do it.
Yep, that would have been the, You know, I don't want to. I've been pretty personally. I've been pretty hard on Apple with my comments and stuff, and even on a public medium where in streams, and I would buy a Macintosh computer to do audio on, to record and use Reaper and everything that I use and all the productions I've done, because I think they're anymore. I don't think it's true that they're better than PCs for that sort of stuff. They will automatically hook up to any audio interface you plug into them. You don't have to download a driver. At least that's what they say.
If it is something 10 compliant, whatever, I can't remember the term. Mark knows it.
Right, but they're all of their stuff, the watches and all that shit that and their tracking and all the shit that they have, that, like, to my knowledge, on an iPhone, I can't record a song here at home and plug a USB cable from my computer into my phone and drop the song onto my phone and listen to it on my phone. I have to put it in iTunes, and I have to have a subscription to iTunes in order to listen to a song that I recorded in my own fucking house. At least that was an experience that I had, and the fact that I had to experience that even for 10 seconds, I ain't kidding. That phone, I spent, I don't know, I paid, it was just a shitty iPhone. Mm-hmm. But I was dating a girl at the time who turned out to be married later, that I found out. But I ended up, I destroyed that phone with a hammer. I literally just put it on the floor, and I owned this phone, and I fired this one back up, and it works great. So I'm not an iPhone or an Apple iOS fan at all. And I know that there are millions of people who use them flawlessly and they work great, all that. I'm okay with that. But millions of people don't mind paying a fee every month to be able to put a song that they recorded in their own home on their phone to listen to through a set of Bluetooth headphones or whatever. If you want to do that, go ahead. All more power to you, but I don't have to, so I'm not gonna. Yeah, and definitely have a Zoom H4n. I don't know.
I don't know what the H4n reference is on. I know what Zoom is. Is that a broadcasting version of Zoom where you're doing live streams on it, maybe?
Zoom HN4. I don't know. H4n. I don't know if that's a camera or a recording audio or recording product. I don't know. Audio recording product. Let's all go Linux. Yeah. And I was, Mark.
Same here.
I was that far from putting Linux on that.
I just didn't want to.
Machine.
I just didn't want to learn a new. I know it's not Windows, but I didn't want to just have a new Windows to deal with.
Okay.
So I chose to just stay with the devil I know.
Yeah. That's
and
totally
trust me, I don't like that devil.
Boy.
Well, with your phone, you're going to be limited, Camellia. With your phone, you're going to be limited to whatever quality your phone can produce. And if you're live streaming from your phone and you're not on Wi-Fi, you're going to have problems like I did in last night's stream with pixelation and drops in frames and audio, because it just can't quite keep up. It's almost there, but not quite. You would need the Wi-Fi from your phone to have the best live stream. But other than that, yes, you can go live from your phone. But if you want to have a guest, you've got to have your guest with you, like a podcast would be.
Yeah.
You're going to be in the same place.
And, I personally recommend buying a laptop computer. And you can buy one now for, as little as $300. that would definitely allow you to do all the stuff that, I mean, literally what I'm doing right now on this old computer.
And any computer, literally any computer built in the last 10 years should be able to do what Marshall and I are doing right now. And that's computer meaning phone, PC, Apple, iOS, Mac, any computing device. But the way in which you have to learn to do it are diametrically opposed.
Right.
Talking to a guy who's now using both Apple iOS and PC with Windows, that you couldn't get more different in how they think about the way things work. And I will never be as proficient with Apple as I am with PC. I just won't use it as much.
I would learn to use it, and if I bought an Apple computer, it would almost exclusively be Reaper and Google Chrome.
Yeah.
That would be it, which is ultimately what this one is doing, but I just feel that they're...
Well, if I had it to do again, I would buy a Mac Air.
Right.
I'm not kidding. If I had to make this choice again, I would buy a Mac Air instead of the iPad, even though I like the format of the iPad better than the other. But it would at least do what I want to do, inherently built into it.
Well, and, welcome Flat Roach for being here, and thanks for letting me know that Aunt Jack is here. And I
can't see him.
Can't see your chat.
God, if I thought about that, we would have streamed this from mine.
Right.
Sorry about that, Auntie Jack. We had this discussion earlier, and it did not occur to me that you cannot see.
Right. I can't.
Marshall can't see you.
And that's a bummer, but it's what YouTube has dealt me for whatever reason. But you've been. Flat Roach says that they've been using Linux for like 15 years, and that's great. Mm-hmm. I almost went there, man, because I had a machine that I had purchased that was just turned out to be a big problem all the time, and it still is. But the company that I bought it from has taken pretty good care of me thus far.
They have.
With regard to that, I don't know if I'll ever see the computer again at this point, but we'll see what happens. It's a whole long story. But
it is. It's
a Windows machine. It's just the ultra super fast Windows machine that I'm hoping will come back. And, because right now I'm currently using, like, with the processing, and let me show you the computer.
Yeah, you can actually show it.
Here's the, let me see, can I do this? Okay, so I know, that's my pedal board, and isn't it cool? All right? Is that not the coolest shit you ever, no.
It is the coolest shit you've ever seen.
Here's my, let's see, is that, let's see if I can, it's upside down.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Okay, so I got it flopped. So here's my computer. Where are you?
Right there.
That's the little shuttle. Right. That's it. To my knowledge, it's about 10 years old. Actually, I say that, but it was 10 years old when I got it. It's probably more like 12 years old now. Can I get my camera pointed back at my pedal board just because in case
These are the sacrifices that Marshall makes for you.
Yeah. But it's easily 10 years old, and come on. So that ain't half bad. That's a
Happy New Year, Mitch. Ubuntu, I've heard of that one, but I've never used it at all. I never even considered that, but I did consider going to Linux or Linux. Some people say Linux. I've always said Linux. But Linus Tech Tips is who nearly had me convinced to change, because that's all he uses as well. He mocks Windows, and they do use it for their day-to-day stuff. But for his personal computer, he does not run Windows. But their business computers all use Windows.
Oh.
the stuff that they're producing their stuff on. But any computers that he is personally using, he uses Linux.
Yeah.
So,
And I had a guy that I was talking to about the problems that I was having with the computer that I had that I bought brand spanking new, and it failed and it couldn't play a YouTube video. And it's a gaming computer, right? And a guy that lives here was like, dude, just put Linux on it. You'll love it. It's almost identical to Windows and
to his Linux.
So Android is Linux. I'm not aware of that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Wonder if they like the view of your pedal board.
Oh, yeah, that's kind
I just thought I'd mention that.
Yeah.
I like to look at your pedal board, but then I'm an envious prick.
Right. Well,
but,
you can.
I have been looking at it all day.
I'll let you touch it.
All day. I touched it 4 times at least. And you didn't even know.
Right.
I even stomped buttons on it. You were outside.
Oh, God.
You were. You went to do some bad stuff.
I might do that right now.
Yeah?
I think I will.
I'll hold the fort down.
You want to hold the fort down?
I'll hold the fort down.
Okay. I'm gonna step outside. I kind of gotta go pee.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't do the pee outside. Do the pee in the bathroom and then go outside.
I live in the fucking country, dude.
I know, but there's a lot of concrete out there.
Concrete. And splash on my legs.
All right. Play something? I could probably do that. I could be convinced. Hang on here. I got to turn the hooter back on. Got to push buttons. Scary. Push that button. Oh, no, I didn't have to push a button. I forgot. I'm on the cord now because we traded guitars. So now, I think this thing will still work. I don't know. We'll see. I might have to turn a knob or something somewhere. That's not going to work for me. That's better. I don't know what I'm going to play. Hang on, Al. Okay, I got my beard stuck under the strap. That was painful. Now I got to touch the pedal board again. That's fun. I like that freak out pedal a lot. Oh my goodness. No, I don't know any Britney songs. Yes. Yeah. No, I can't. I don't know that song, Charlie. It's too many words. I think that'll work adequately. At least I think it will. I mean, you guys will have to tell me if it sounds all right. Let's see here. Now, see if I can figure out how to do this. We have this and this. There we go. And then, I don't know what I'm picking. Let's see, how about number 6? That is this one. I have no idea what I've got myself into here. Gotta bring that down a little bit. That's too much. I dropped my pick again. That's awesome. I lost the mouse. Okay, that's down there now. Can we get it back up here? Yeah, that's where we want to be. Pick. I lost it and found it twice. This is, oh, Fred, I can't help you. Let's see. I know I'm not doing much playing, but ouch. What in the shit? Hold on. Ow. I just got a piece of wire in my toe. That was painful. I didn't like it. Where it came from. expect that. Yeah, I got the pedals. You don't. Is that the end of it?
My God, I got a signal in it.
I think it's the transmitter or the receiver. Maybe that's you.
It's off. Did it die?
No, it doesn't say it. Well, there you go, fire. Sorry about that. I didn't expect all that. pulled off a decent ending. So good job.
You did.
Unless you want to play to that one.
Let's stop this.
It's kind of your turn, so I'm going to turn this down. Let's get you up and running first. I kind of threw him into that. So
this should work now. Okay,
it sounds like it's got a signal, at least from your hand.
Yeah. Let's see, how does this sound? I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah.
It's back. Are you in tune? You tuned this perfectly.
It sounds good. I don't know what keys. Latin blues. Back.
I don't know. It's. I just picked a list. I literally picked number 6.
Okay. This is like 17 minutes long.
Yeah, we don't need one that long. They've already endured whatever that last one was like.
That was pretty cool with the harmonizer and shit.
Yeah, it was. That was really neat.
Nice.
I do like that harmonizer.
Yeah,
the first pedal I'm going to buy is a freak out. I just got to say
that whole thing was the receiver part of my wireless unit. The battery went out and it recharges. So this part of it, they look identical. See, there they are. But they're really nice because, like, for two of us sitting here in the studio, not having all this cable down at our feet and rolling around on chairs and shit.
And that's exactly what I was going to say, because you got to avoid the cables. It's not good for, these are tough cables, but it's not good for them to chair around over them.
And roll over them.
But it was really nice when he was here. He had his cables set the way he wanted them normally, as he sits here by himself. And I could sit over on the couch and we could jam with the wireless. That was cool. Didn't have to have another wire going across. And when we weren't broadcasting, we could play through the monitor speakers, which made it a little bit more funner. Because, you know, it's hot with the thing.
Let me see. I'm just going to play.
Oh, no, that hasn't actually been recharged since the last time it was used. And he's been I used it half the day, he used it the other half of the day, then we started using it tonight. So that's got quite a bit of time on it. So
it did until this point. And actually last night I used it most of the show that I played, and it didn't
4 50-minute
lose
sets.
it. Yeah, and I was using it to be able to walk out in front and hear how the band sounded, because I was engineering sound for us, so I had to do that also. So, you know, it was an interesting night. I was a very busy boy. I was a guitar player, the monitor mixer, the front of house engineer, the technical problem fixer, the guitar player. Did I already say that?
Yeah, you might have, but you played guitar more than once, so you can say it twice.
I was the technical jumper. And let's see, what else was I? Oh, backing vocalist.
Oh, yeah, backing vocalist, yeah.
This is the Lakato brand, and I mean, and I always say this, Mark Tanner will probably laugh when I say this if you're still here, but never forget who you're fucking with. Because if it can go wrong, it will go wrong exactly at the worst time. And remember this little button right here that I showed you earlier? This one on the pedal board? I got to bust out the pedal board. Let's just go.
Oh, it's on there. You just make it bigger.
I know. Well,
okay.
There we go. There we go.
Bigger.
This button right here fucked me last night. It's turned down, and now try and play your guitar. Right? Okay, so that switch got thrown, and I didn't see it, but anyhow, that totally fucked me last night, and I was technical shooting problems for 20 minutes right before we went on, and ended up having, anyway, long story short, if it can go wrong,
it will.
It will go wrong for me.
Yeah. All right,
Won't
go
go
play
wrong for
backing
you.
track.
That will go wrong for me. Yep, always front of mind. Yeah, never forget who you're fucking with here.
Right
Because
on.
if it'll go wrong, it will definitely go wrong for me. So now I've got a guitar cable plugged into my audio interface. And I'm going to check my tuning real quick because it sounds like it might be a little bit off.
I did use it for a minute.
And every time Richard touches my guitar, it's fucking out of tune.
But Ruby loves his touch because she's digging too.
Like I said, he's kind of an asshole like that. That was the one I was. Isn't it fun listening to somebody tune their guitar?
It's my favorite sound.
Okay. Now I got some tone.
Yes.
Let's
I
go.
threw that on him, so you can't count that because he didn't know he was about to play. He was just coming back in.
Let's hey, let's do this. Can we switch cables?
Sure.
Because I want to, if I'm going to play something, I'd like to play through that, my pedal board, just because it's got all this fun. Now we're
Got all that fun stuff, and you just got it working.
yeah, and it's working now. I don't think I'm going to lose. Wow, that's. One thing is though, if you get one of these harmonizer pedals, the blue one, you can see my right there. Be careful turning that thing on.
Oh,
There a couple times last night where I stepped on my delay pedal and I turned on the harmonizer. Oh, it was brutal. Okay, what was that one? Was it this one that was the one you were just playing along with?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Let's look at a different one. I'm going to do something in Ardent Love Ballad backing track in B minor.
Don't play that one. It's my favorite.
Okay.
They've heard it a million times.
Okay. Instrumental guitar ballad, sad emotional. I don't want to do something super
Sad
slow.
emotional.
It's A minor.
Pick a different key. There's no rock and roll in B minor.
Yeah. Easy backing track. Bourbon Blues. In
Hey,
A
that
minor.
might be fun.
Okay, we'll try this, but I have to. Now, here's the deal. Check this out, just so you know. So here's my pedal board. So this is an A minor. So this says that it's a minor key, and I have to find A. So now, if I play this, I think it's A. That's kind of a cool harmony, though. Do that. So we'll try this. Let's see how this works. What was it? Bourbon Blues?
Yeah, Bourbon Blues.
I have no idea what this is going to
Neither do
sound
I.
like. I don't know. But I know it's an A minor, so.
enough. That was quite nice, though. I must say, that was quite nice.
And playing long enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I agree. Wow.
Wow, and that was mostly just the pedal board, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, there was a little stringy, fingery stuff happening.
All right.
But yeah, that was some cool stuff. That harmonizer does some neat shit. It does more than just make an extra note. We found that out today.
Yeah, that thing does a lot. And Charlie, that pedal that you're probably asking about is, okay, it's this Harmonist PS6. And I heard about this pedal from, God damn it, I can't remember the guitar player's name that ran it. He's a fairly famous, very much jazz guitarist. He's a bald guy. He's probably, at this point in time, he's probably 65 to 68 years old. He's kind of chubby and he's bald and he plays kind of strange looking guitars, but what it does is it harmonizes. Like right now I have it set to harmonize in A minor. That's this pedal right here. Now, and I can change the harmony that it plays, so I turn that knob up to the center point, and it's which is a fourth above, and I can hear that interval because I have my ears trained pretty well, so I know that that note is a fourth above. That's a fifth above, so I'm sorry. Then if I move it up even higher, I'll go there, and now it'll harmonize in A minor. And as long as I stay diatonically correct, it took 4 minutes to break out. Joe Pass. No, God damn it, Epi, it wasn't Joe Pass. But that was a good guess. Yeah, and I just got this pedal, man, and I got it because of a song that we're covering that has a harmony solo in it. Mm-hmm. And the vocalist in my band, who's also the guitar player, didn't learn the harmony part. And I was like, well, fuck it. I got a couple extra bucks. So I dropped it on this. I bought this used from a big corporate guitar shop. You all probably know who it might be, and it was fairly inexpensive. But you know, you can this adjusts the interval. This knob adjusts the interval of the harmony. This one adjusts the key or the pitch of the harmony. So right now it's an A minor. If I go here, now it's B minor. So now I have to play diatonically in B minor. So then now I've got a minor third below ultimately. So that is a really cool pedal, and this knob right here turns up the harmony. So if I go all the way wet, now I'm only hearing the harmony notes. Is really weird when I'm playing because I'm looking at the note that I'm playing on my guitar neck and it's not that note. It's like, holy shit. Yeah, that's a trip. So I turn it back to about, I don't know, 10 o'clock or so, and now so I can play songs like that. Yeah, 311. Yeah. You have an organ? I don't have the, what is that one called? There's one that's called, I think it's a C9, by Electro-Harmonix, I think. That is that one, but no, it's not the H9. That's a Eventide one. I don't have money for buying stuff like that. But, you know, the combination of pedals that I have throughout the whole board is ultimately an H9. I mean, H9 has all this stuff in it, but I just haven't gone there. That's a lot of money for a pedal. What's that?
Just set it in the center. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go. And see, we're both playing Stratocasters, so we're okay with doing this shit with them. It's not a Les Paul, ultimately. So, yeah, the Electro-Harmonix, it's a C9, I think, pedal. And I have demoed one of those. I played one of those a little bit. And damn, those things are cool. And they really, truly do sound like a B3 organ if you mix it just right. Alpha cheap, yeah. Yeah, I hear that. You know, with respect to being cheap, you know, I've got, you know, over the years, you know, with my pedal board, and it's just right here, right at my feet, like I would normally use it. Although it's kind of uncomfortable to play it sitting down because I don't have the same, like, work with my wah pedal, and just getting to pedals is kind of awkward sitting down, and I'm kind of off to the side of it right now just for the arrangement. But yeah, I bought this one used, and pretty much this one I got the small stone, which is really a cool. I'll turn the delay. I'm gonna leave the reverb on. I've got my tube screen on, so I'll go clean now, ultimately. And the small stone. You know, it's a pretty nice. It's a pretty cool pedal. You know, and then this thing, ultimately, when you throw it in the little toggle switch on that, I know you can't really probably see that real well, but it makes it a little more intense. No, yeah, and I have that one, the small stone I got from a guy who brought it into the shop that I work at, and he traded it for a different pedal, and I ended up buying it. He put it he put it on consignment, and I bought it from him ultimately from the shop. So, you know, I don't have really, I mean, as pedal boards go, as we all know, you can have fucking big, massive pedal boards. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 real, like, tone-changing pedals on it. The other ones are just a tuner and an amp switcher and a tap tempo button. I mean, if you look at all the buttons on it, there's 11, 12, or 10, 11, 12, 13 pedals on that board. There's about to be 14.
Kind of.
And then 2 more because I'll make room for it. I did order an IR2, which is going to take place of my good old Hughes and Kettner amp. And here it is. This is what I'm playing through tonight. All of this guitar is going through this, and the Thefalcro's been playing through this, and I played through it a little bit ago, that amplifier, which is a Petrucci plugin, and we've switched him from being clean to being kind of crunchy to being distorted, you know, or full on angry. So that's kind of the way it's gone tonight.
It's been a fun night. I've had a good time.
Man, it's been, Yeah, this has been really cool. It's been fun, and to get to sit here. We've jammed a little bit together.
Yeah.
We haven't played together really a lot.
No. And arguably, I didn't know how to play. Now you can coach me and get me to do like the little chord things that we were doing tonight and trading off and getting. Those are new things for me. When we did the trading fours before, we just traded back and forth on just licks.
Yeah.
There was no backing track. There was no drum beat. There was no counting. And that was fun, but I was super nervous. We had just met. But that was fun. And I've come a long way since there.
Yeah.
I've come a long way since then.
A very long ways. And you guys, I also want to say something. We're all amongst pretty close friends, all of us here in this community. So you got here Friday?
Yeah,
Friday about 4:00.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and you guys, give this man some fucking kudos because I haven't seen him in close to a year and a half.
Yeah.
It was not last summer, but the summer before. So it's been a year and a half, basically.
Yeah.
And he has made some lifestyle changes that have, I won't say I didn't recognize him, but I am super proud of this guy because he's done a lot to improve his health and his well-being and his mindset and all of that stuff. And if you've been close to him or been around him, to see him then and then to see him get out of that car, I was like, holy shit, dude. It was like a new person. And it was really cool to see that, because it's been a while. You see him on YouTube, and it's usually,
face and chest. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
You don't usually get to see the full dad bod right here.
And the guy's just started really, he made some changes, and he's talked to me about it while he's been here. And, we both pretty much until this morning. Mm-hmm. And even then we didn't eat like shit.
No.
We went and had
a Grand Slam breakfast at Denny's.
And had some, it was fun to eat some hash browns and, some eggs. You got scrambled eggs and a little bit of bacon and some, it was just.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good breakfast. We made other sacrifices. It doesn't have to be, I normally would put a lot of ketchup on my hash browns. I didn't put any on it. I just salt and pepper, and then I put a little Tabasco on the eggs, and then that's how I ate it.
Good.
Yeah, I did put jelly on the English muffin. I will admit to that. I did put jelly on the English muffin. Yeah. Strawberry, so that's why.
Yeah, you guys, this guy is looking so nice, and it's really cool to see it in front of him. So I've watched this guy grow as a guitar player and shrink as a human.
So if you want to shrink as a human, just play the guitar.
Right.
That's all you need to do. That's because that's all I've done.
Yeah. It was funny. Even last night, after the gig, we were both pretty fucking hungry.
Oh God.
I didn't have time to eat. I had one little piece of like pasta salad when we were done. It was not that great. No, I could have made anyway. And so I wanted to stop and get a Diet Pepsi, and we get to this market, and I grabbed a Diet Pepsi, and I'm like, I need to cheat a little. I had a really rough night, so I bought a Frappuccino thing from Starbucks. Yeah,
Starbucks.
Right? So I grabbed that shit. And ultimately, both of those things are shit. Nobody should eat that shit. I'll say shit one more time just to prove the point.
Just to prove the point.
Right. So I set that stuff down, and I watched Richard walk over to the hot dog bin that they had there. And they had, like, down on the bottom, they had these hot buns, and then they had these hot dogs. It just looked... they were nice. Oh man, and he's like, I'm gonna have a hot dog, and I was standing there and I'm thinking, So he grabs the hot dog and he goes, hey, I'm going to do myself a favor, and I'm not putting any shit on it. I'm going to eat it natural. Au natural.
Au natural, yep.
And he fucking throws a hot dog on the bun. And I was like, well, shit. So I did the same. I grabbed the hot dog bun, opened it up, put my hot dog in there. We both went out and sat in my car and both ate a fucking hot dog.
Plain hot dog.
With nothing on it.
Yep. And it was good. All things were right with the world because I wasn't starving to death. I was really hungry too. And I was to the point of feeling odd. And when he mentioned that Maverick could get that, I'm going, yeah, because I want to get some food. I got to get something to eat.
Yep. Nah, that was so fun.
Hey, VFW, I figured they would have food available the entire time. They stopped making food about 8:30, 9, and they closed up.
Yeah.
And I went, I'm going to go get, oh, it's dark.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get any food from the VFW because I waited too long.
Yeah, and they wouldn't have done that if they were in Portland or Vancouver, or, big city, Melbourne, wherever. But small town America, they can do that.
They can get away with it. They're technically not supposed to serve alcohol and not have food available through the entire time the bar is open. According to the OLCC regulations, they have to have some kind, even if it's just a microwave hot dog or popcorn, or the rules are lax. So technically, their fudge on the table for New Year's for the guests was not quite measuring up.
Right.
So, but that's, it's a small town. It wasn't a big deal. It was my fault. I presumed something. I could have just asked a question. Hey, how long you guys open? That would have been smarter.
Yep. But, what was interesting also, and I give hats off to VFW because they didn't offer us a bar tab. And nobody in the band drinks. We're playing for people or uses alcohol much, even outside of playing and all that stuff. I mean, I've got a kind of a nice night off, and I don't think he's had a drink in 10 years.
No, it's been about it's been a little bit less time than that. I didn't stop drinking, but I lost my interest in drinking every day. So I haven't had more than a taste, and you guys actually on my show would have seen me put the apple pie whiskey. I tasted it and said, "Nah, still shitty as it was a year ago," and I put it down. But that's the only alcohol I've had in the last year plus. About a year and a half, so but it's year plus now.
And I drink a beer once in a while, and but I usually don't get hammered drunk. I'll drink 3 in a night, every once in a while, and it feels good. And I go to bed and I get up in the morning. But last night, none of us went to the bar and ordered a drink. I got a Diet Coke, and we asked for water on the stage, and we all had fresh glasses of water.
And they comped me water and soda as well. I had a regular soda when we first got there, and I drank water the rest of the night.
Yeah.
And I told them when I went up there, because they're nice people, but I got the look because I went up there with my empty glass, and the fucking bar is slammed at this point. You guys are playing, and
fucking packed,
and there were probably 5 or 6 patrons there, and I was just standing there waiting for them to get done. The bar will clear eventually, and I kept getting the glares from them because I think they were expecting me to drop everything, and I just wanted to refill my water, and that's it. And I just kept standing there, and finally, the lady says, "What do you want?" Well, take care of your paying customers first. Right. You haven't charged me a dime, didn't ask me for a card, didn't ask me for nothing. I'm with the band, but as a guest. I'm not a member of the band. I expected to pay for my own stuff. And the other bar did the same. They took care of me and stuff, but I thought that was funny I got the glare from the bartenders. Yeah. You get this, I got money in front of me. I just want water whenever. I don't care. Now, 10 minutes from now,
Well, about halfway through our second set, I think it was probably right before they shut the kitchen down. I think you could still order chips and pepperoni and shit, maybe pickles, whatever bars typically have, but I was sitting there playing guitar, and this lady comes walking up with these 2 plates full of food and set them down on the stage in front of me. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And our bass player, right before that, in between our first and second set, he went to the kitchen and ordered something. And he was over there eating it, and he, got it in between the second and third set, whatever. And when they brought my food out to me, they gave him his money back. He paid for his food, but they literally gave him his. I mean,
they treated him right.
Yeah, that was just such a, it's so kind of them to do that. And they knew that they weren't dealing with a bunch of dudes up on stage that were drunk. We were interacting with the audience and engaging with them and inviting them up to dance and encouraging them to drink and
have
to
fun.
Tip and all of that and have a good time. Don't drive drunk. And, it was really, really cool.
Charlie.
Right.
He's got the best dad jokes and he never runs out of them.
I'm not gonna quit anymore.
No, you keep doing you, man. We're just talking about how life has been treating us. That's all.
Boy. Yeah, and I've been really careful about drinking. Of course, I've had to be because I have a disease that I have to maintain, and if I drink too much, it's really bad for me.
Alcohol turns directly into sugar.
It does. It does, and I have to make sure to stay on top of that. So we just had a really great time, all of us together. And, he got to sit there. Okay, our vocalist's wife.
Oh.
Trust me, she is a looker. Right?
She's got it going on.
Yeah, kind of got it going on. This fucker got to sit right next to her all night. The big shitting grin on his face.
Yep, and she's a very nice young lady. She is super cool.
And even deeper beyond that, I coached her softball team when she was a little thing, about 13 years old, and she hasn't hardly changed a bit.
Yeah, she's got taller, basically. Taller,
yeah.
But yeah, she's super cool lady. So cool. She's very funny, very nice. I had a very nice friend to sit next to and enjoy the. Whoops! I just put your guitar out of tune.
Okay, that's all right.
Just thought I'd mention that. You may have felt a little movement that wasn't the earth under your feet.
Didn't care.
I didn't care. Apparently it must be when I touched the fretboard in the play area above the pickups. That's when it doesn't like me. Anyway, no, you keep doing whatever you're doing. These are just changes I've made. And I still drink. I would still have a beer if I wanted to have a beer. I just don't feel the desire. Mark Tanner's seen me drunk off my ass. I found the bottle of a whiskey one night on a live stream. It's not in the repertoire. That is private.
Right.
But
StreamYard.
It was. So yeah. There's evidence out there. I do drink, but I don't. I feel fine. I don't feel like I need to drink. If that Hefe was calling my name right there, sure. Hey, Marshall, can I have a beer? And the answer would be yes. But it's a choice to just not do something that's not important to me anymore. Yeah. I'm not saying don't drink or don't smoke or fuck you, do you, bro? Absolutely. So please. Don't take this conversation like that. It's just a couple of friends sitting here talking. And we're talking about us, not trying to put anything on anybody. No. Absolutely not. We're here about the fun, hookers, no blow. Well, unless it comes from hookers.
I just didn't share it with you.
Is that what happened? Shit. You always hide the good drugs.
I just had a little bit, man.
Just had a little bit.
Just had a little.
Yeah, there were no drugs and there were no hookers. If you just want the official word.
Yeah, none of that. Half for the fun.
There's a little bit of pot on my part, but I'm a pothead, so I have to. But as I do still partake in that and will until I die. Much like our what is flat is it Flat Roush? I can't read the last name right. It's
Flat Roach.
Roach.
He's like the end of a joint.
Oh, we're friends.
Flat joint roach.
Yeah, we're friends. Flat Roach. Yeah, or well, a flat dead bug would be I mean, if you want to look at it that way, that's a good thing, right? I mean, there's no roaches here. I'm not saying there's roaches here, but if you did see a flat roach here, that would be a good thing. Don't you think? Wouldn't want to see a puff.
Preferably with guts like laying. Yeah, we have no roaches.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. Well, yeah, and I think
I did not know that.
I think I remember him from when I was a part of that one live stream community that I don't visit anymore. But yeah, I met
did
a
not
lot
know
of
that
really
it
cool
was
people.
Lloyd Hollebeck or Hollebeek. I don't know how to say your name. I saw you for the first time many years ago on, I think, Dave Levine's channel. That's who I bought Ruby from. I believe that, he was in there a bit when Dave Levine was running his shows then. I don't even know if Dave Levine's still doing his shows.
I remember having interactions with Lloyd at that other community.
Yeah, at the other community.
And I'm glad that they're still doing stuff. It's great that they're getting people's music exposed, and it really helped my channel grow pretty quickly. But certain things happen in which I won't even go into. Yeah, the communities, Ron Ward, Jade Starr, fucking Lori Hetriani, Mark Tanner, Tim, Jack Flash, me, Thefalcro, Hugh, Preston, that's the community.
Yeah.
Lloyd, Epi, all these guys.
Yeah. Epiphonium.
Feisty.
Her incredibly good-looking, wonderfully bearded husband, Al, Folkenblueser.
Folkenblueser.
Hey, I've told her I'd steal him from him as long as he doesn't shave. He can't shave.
He can't shave?
He shaves every year. It's very disappointing. I'm always sad when he does. Because he's got such a great beard. It's the best.
Summer shows up. You got to cool off.
Yeah. I just like looking cool. See, I'm going for the ZZ Top eventually.
You're getting there.
I'm getting there.
Your beard's getting long, man.
I just wish it was thicker. I'm not going to lie. I could use a couple more follicles on my face. You're shaving this spring. Yeah, a lot of folks do. Ah, cool. Well, that's awesome to know, man. I never made the name association. I didn't know you were Lloyd. I didn't know the name behind the persona there. So I'm glad to know that now. Thanks, Lloyd. Appreciate knowing, or Mark, for telling me who Lloyd is in the chat. Yeah, and I like Dave Levine. He is a super cool, great guitar player. He does lessons every week. I just want to, because I plug people, I just want to say that if you want to learn how to play a song, go to Dave Levine's channel. There are lessons on everything.
Yeah,
he has hundreds, if not thousands of. He goes through the whole thing, shows you how to play all the progressions, and it's like a 10-minute video that teaches you to play a song. It's well worth your time.
Dave still does live.
Epi says, I don't know who anyone is. We know who you are, Epi.
Yeah, we got.
That's Brad Example.
Brad.
Good to see you, Brad.
Thanks for being here, man.
Man, it's awesome to see you. We're fans. We were there at the live when it just...
Dude, I watched it until...
We wanted so bad for it to work.
Yeah. And if y'all... I mean, I think probably everybody here knows Brad. And I don't even know everybody who's here, but he had it was really cool because I could hear him really well, but the video was just locked up. So It's unfortunate because he was hoping to have that first live stream. Is like,
oh, I was so looking forward to it. I love your music, Brad. Little Bird is my favorite song. No lie. Little Bird is absolutely my favorite song. Oh, love that song.
Good morning. Yeah, Brad, that's a bummer. And, you know, I was sitting here with Richard and I'm like, man, should I fucking call him? Dude, I wanted so badly to call you on Messenger, but I didn't want to bother you because I figured Jade was probably helping or one of your moderators would have helped you. But, it went black. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And by the way, Lloyd Hollebeek said you were stepped away. I don't know if you saw. He said that he remembers seeing me for the first time on Dave Levine's channel, but he's been following all of us for a few years. He likes to lurk in our chat, so thank you for that.
Right. Yeah, Lloyd, I appreciate
thank you very much. We love our lurkers. I don't know who coined that phrase, but I like it. That's why I stole it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Brad, the message that I sent you, what we should do, and before your next stream, if you want to do a message, we'll just do a video chat on your phone or whatever. It would be nice if you did it on the computer that you're using, because then, you know, you could share your screen with me and we could go over some stuff on the actual.
He and I do this all the time.
And there's a lot of people that can help you with what I would probably help you with. And they do it differently than I do, and they may do it differently than I do, but most everybody does it exactly like I do because it's so fucking perfect. You know, I'm joking. That's totally.
It's total bullshit.
Total bullshit. Yep.
Awesome.
Okay. Yeah, good. That's great that Jade was able to help you. Jade knows
both PC. She's unusual. She's got PC expertise as well as iOS and Mac.
Right.
So
right. Yeah, she's a unique person to be able to have on your team to get some help from, for sure.
And everybody in this community is just amazingly helpful.
Yeah. I mean, all the help that, Mark and I gave to that other, that one stream was, that guy's got a great show now and a very strong community and lots of people watching his show and donating and such. And, it was fun for me to be able to help him regardless of all the other stuff. So, and then other people, Ron Ward is a fantastic man. He's got his shit going on.
That guy is so fun.
He knows his stuff. So he's got a great production value. I haven't gotten that into it, like doing that sort of stuff, because I'm not sharing other people's music and I don't want to do a green screen.
Right.
In fact, how's my green screen working? Does it look okay?
Working great. Yeah. It shows those fake guitars back there on the wall really well. Yeah. There's a couple of real ones over here. But those back there are fake. I tried to play one and it wouldn't come off the wall.
Okay. So tonight. Okay, cool. Well, dude, you had like 50 people in your stream. It's not like you're.
And nobody wanted to leave. Right? I mean, it's.
I can't get more than 10 people to show up most of the time. I don't have that. I'm not that connected with everybody in the community. I kind of do my own guitar repair live videos, and people aren't that terribly interested in that. It's actually kind of boring to watch. But even though you can learn a lot, it's just shit takes a long time, and that's kind of the thing.
It's not fast, and in my professional amateur show, I've found out why it's so hard to do things live, because you are trying to communicate with your audience. You are trying to decipher a mystery because you don't know how to take the thing apart yet. and then you're trying to figure out what's wrong with it, and there's a ton of pressure and distraction because of those three things. It's really hard, and that's why mine shows are changing. I'm going to do a live stream with me talking about what I'm doing, but I'm also going to be showing video clips of what I did in the streams so that you can see what I did, because I can't do this. I don't know how these guys do it. Like Marshall, it's hard to do this live on the spot.
Yeah. Yeah, and excuse me, a little harsh.
It's pulled too hard.
Okay, buddy, you need to not do that. Everybody online doesn't.
Yeah, they don't want to see that.
We're gonna have to knock you off the table.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Bye.
See you, bye. Yeah, we know you don't want to look at that side of the cat. It's not the fun side.
Oh, that's a great question. Yeah, and Brad, I appreciate that, and yeah, it's difficult to get a lot of people to show up on streams if you're not, hosting a community of people that record music, and they might have 3 people or 4 people in their band, and they're all watching that show to see themselves play. 99% of them, the moment their song's over, they leave. I usually sit through the entire show to try and keep my support, or that sort of thing. That's what I've always done. And Brad, you just said it. I'm always there watching you. He doesn't always comment, but
and I am too. I do that in a lot of streams, and here's why. I love all you guys. I do. I love all of you guys. But if I go into a chat and I'm trying to do something else at the same time, and I just go in to say hi, and everybody starts saying hi back to me, and then it turns, and then then I forget what I'm doing, and I just watch. So I lurk.
I oftentimes, I go in, I do, to say I spend a lot of time on YouTube. Tonight I have, and I do watch stuff. It's my television ultimately, but I don't always spend every night with it on. I'm sitting here working in Reaper, learning a new song.
You're tracking and recording
and tons of other stuff.
Yeah.
So it's hard to keep up on everything going on. Yeah, the hello gauntlet. Exactly. Start saying hi to everybody. Oh, yeah.
Did I see Chrissy Cat come in? If I did, hi, Chrissy Cat.
I didn't think she was talking about that asshole.
Well, I'm sure she was. I'm sure she was. That was Camellia, not Chrissy Cat. I thought I saw somebody that said, hi, Chrissy Cat, but I could be wrong. My eyes are not being nice to me tonight. And my old glasses prescription, it's failing. Can't imagine why. These glasses are junk. If she was out there, I wanted to say hi. I didn't want to miss her. She's funny. She's on, she helps Doc Danger on hosting his rock show.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, fantastic. My goodness. Look at that. Now it's bigger. How'd you do that?
It's a secret.
It's a secret. I wasn't watching. That's why it's a secret.
Go to these 3 dots.
So those 3 dots.
Go to zoom.
Oh, I learned a new thing. Oh, yeah.
That's where it was.
I'm going to zoom mine at home now.
There you go.
Zoom is good. Oh, yeah. Thank you. That's awesome. Hey, Mike Shaner, dude, good to see you, brother. Always happy to see you.
Dude, I love your music. I see it every time I see you. You have such great music, man.
No kidding. So,
yeah.
Yeah. And you're popular for a reason, because you're a really cool, super neat guy.
Yeah.
That happens to play badass guitar.
and write some really great
Write
songs.
some fucking amazing songs.
That, you know, and that's interesting to say that because I always wanted to be a real rock star, a pro, of course. Who doesn't? But I never wrote very good songs, and I really feel like everything else that I've got or had was enough to
get you
there, but I didn't write good songs. And even now, I just put out, and I've listened to everything that I've recorded, and I'm like, God, if that was all on a record, I wouldn't think I wanted to listen to that.
Yeah.
More than.
But how many times have you listened to your own songs? By the time you put them on a recording and you're ready to let them go, they're never finished.
Yeah.
You've listened to them enough to be sick of them.
Yeah, you get tired of it. But I listen to guys like Mike, and I'm like, God damn it, I wish I had written that song.
Yeah. It's your songs are always informative and interesting to listen to. I want to know what you're going to say next. And of your songs, your cover and version of Don't Worry, Be Happy, I don't even ever listen to the original ever anymore.
Nice.
Sorry, dude that wrote it. I don't remember your name, but Mike Shaner's version's better. It just is.
And Brad's kind of the same way, man. He just keeps releasing these great, well-written songs, the stories that are told.
Yep.
And the way that they're told and the attitude of it and all of it. It's just like...
Yeah, Dylan ain't got nothing on you, bro.
Yeah.
Or who is that other guy? Dylan and the other guy I don't
Who's the other
like.
guy?
I don't know. There's another guy I don't like. But when other people sing his songs, I like him. But when he sings his songs, I don't like him. Nope.
Oh,
It's gone.
Yeah,
It's gone.
He must not be that bad.
Yeah, it was probably a lie. Oh yeah. The upside down mouth. That is such a great piece of video. Yeah, Preston, I was getting ready to start talking to him about that too. Well, and you guys too, because we're pushing 3 hours plus now.
We've been on for a while.
And we've been running this weekend. And it's 1:32 or 3:579 here. And I think last night we went to bed at 2:30. I think I want to shoot for earlier than that tonight. Yeah. So no offense. I think it's time. Yeah.
I agree.
We've had some great laughs and some fun times.
Right.
Yeah. It's not, and I always thought it was the songs. It wasn't the songs, because when other people sing them, I like those songs. It's his voice. He's got a not good voice, and I can't think of his name, and I'm sorry. But anyway, Brad knows who I'm talking about. Brad could say his name.
And maybe, yeah.
And maybe he will, so that we can all be not having this mystery.
All right. You guys, I think we're going to crash tonight. We got to go to bed. He's got a bit of a drive tomorrow, and I got to work tomorrow. So
yeah, you do. You got to work tomorrow, and I got to go home.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I don't mind home.
Yeah. So, Mr. Young, I think somebody...
Yes.
Neil Young.
Neil Young.
Is that who you were talking about?
That's who I was talking about. Oh, my God. I have always
Brad
not
said
liked
that like 10 minutes ago.
Did he? Okay. Well, sorry. I didn't see that comment. Typically, as is true with me, if you watch the shows when they're on my channel, I miss a lot of comments.
We forgot Tiny Tim, too.
Did I forget Tiny Tim?
Yeah.
Tiptoe through the tulips.
They're cousins, right?
I don't know. Sorry, I did the falsetto, but I just can't think of that. You guys have a great night.
Good night.